Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Roll Check. We were off last week, but we're back.
We made it. Summary.
I don't know why I made that musical, but I just had a song in my heart. Don't judge me. So, does anybody have anything to say before we get started?
I would like to say, if you would like to turn this campaign into a musical, I would be in favor.
I wasn't going to interrupt, but yes, musical campaign.
Bard, yes.
As long as Jalen has to sing all the songs.
Okay.
Yes.
I have a lot less shame than at least a third of you. Maybe.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't want to put the entire stream on hold, but I want to know who you think you have less shame than. I need to know. Because you were very specific about the third part. I need to know.
I would think I have less shame than Elise, at least. I would say Elise and Evie. Easily.
They're the most shameful?
I'd say.
So you're saying that me, Julie, and Leah have less shame than you?
Maybe. And I think it's circumstantial at that point. It depends. I think that's situational.
While we get started, you in the chat can speculate on which of us has the least shame.
Yeah, I would have shame tier list.
Probably.
I mean, come on at this point.
It's been worn down.
Oh, God.
All right. Well then. Last time, hold on, let me get the charcuterie in the village of Velholm at the behest of Raven, who had apparently been summoned here for help with something by the village's chief Pelaine. Upon arriving here, you met some of the people, including Pelaine's nervous apprentice Sparrow, her sister Elia, and Pelaine herself. After talking to Elia and some of the other important members of the community, you concluded that perhaps something was not quite right with Pelaine. Nevertheless, you wanted to gain her trust, so you agreed to undertake a task involving bringing a great stag back to Velholm. You ventured into the forest, found the stag, parlayed with it and the fey creatures that were protecting it, and brought it back to Velholm. After a brief standoff with Pelaine, which continued in the Derv home, Raven, Sebastian, and Zitzi concluding that you didn't want to work further with Pelaine due to her reluctance to share her wider plans and goals and reasoning. This, in turn, got you banished. You set the stag free on your way out, and the next day, you found Sparrow wandering through the woods looking for you at the request of Zitzi. The demand of Zitzi, more like. You had
Let's be accurate.
a conversation with him and eventually coerced a confession out of him. As he sits down back against a tree, Zitzi and Bender next to him, Raven and a mouse in a pocket, and Sebastian and Vesper up in the trees above. He says, I summoned a demon and let it possess Pelaine. And the second he says that, his head just goes straight in his hands. He's like, oh God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, that is fine. That is extremely useful information.
Fine is a big word, isn't it?
Ditzy? Bold.
Well, the first step in remedying a mistake, of course, is admitting the mistake. So
Exactly.
Why did you do that?
Yeah, just the whole story, maybe.
The whole story?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I've been Pelane's apprentice for a long time, since I was a little kid. I always had so much pressure on me. Everyone was expecting me to do great things, and Pelaine was a good teacher, but I always felt like I was letting her down. I wasn't strong enough. I realized that if I was going to live up to what people wanted me to be, I needed to find another way to get stronger. I looked through Pelaine's library and found a book in her forbidden section. It was a book about protecting yourself during summons. I looked through this book and well, people always tell me I'm smart. I guess I kind of reverse engineered and figured out how you would summon a demon. I found something else in that library too, a notebook from Pelaine on forbidden sections of the forest, the deadwood, the spider zone. That is the name.
I like it.
There was something else too. A gate, an old stone archway. Pelaine said, or wrote down in her notebook, that it had abyssal energy around it. So I went to this archway and I prepared this ritual. It took me weeks and I had to do a lot of sneaking around. I grabbed an old goat out of the forest and it bled a lot. I only meant to summon a little demon, a thing called a quasit. It was gonna be bound to me and it would serve me and tell me how to do things better. Maybe give me some more confidence or something. But it wasn't a quasit that came through the portal. It was Agmaroth. That's what he said his name was. Agmaroth. He said he was waiting for someone to be dumb enough to open a portal, and he'd come through. He said he'd possess me and slowly eat my soul. I was so scared, and I didn't want to die. I made a deal. I said that if it spared my life, I would bring it to someone with a much more powerful soul. There's only 2 people in the village with access to the barrier and letting people through it. Pelaine and me. So I let it through the barrier and I brought it to the Derv home. And I watched as it At first, it didn't seem like Pelaine was all that different. But over the weeks and months, she started getting angrier, meaner, doing and saying things she wouldn't have before, and I knew it was my fault.
Well, I'm not going to deny that. It kind of is your fault.
Well, that was a lot of information. Agmaroth? Is that a name I would ever have heard of or no?
It's not a name you would have heard of, no.
Okay.
At this point,
That's probably good.
Mouse Raven is going to crawl out of the pocket and turn into Raven.
Didn't give you the safe word yet, Raven.
Oh,
Have you not learned?
I am Raven.
Raven,
Well,
this is a lot of information. As someone who themselves are familiar with not living up to expectations, it took me a long time to start to realize that it's not always your fault. And it's not your fault that you were unable to live up to the expectations set before you. They were very, very big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
But you have a chance to redeem yourself. You need to
How?
we
I don't
fix
know
it.
how to fix this.
Well,
Well, step one, you have control over the barrier, yes?
Yeah.
So you can let us all back in?
Let you up. But if Pauline sees you, she'll know that I let you back in.
Sooner or later, it's not Pelaine, it's this demon. Sooner or later, this demon is going to know that you're onto it.
It let me live once. I don't think it's gonna let me live again.
It might not.
What do we know about demons? Bender, do you know anything about demons?
demons are from the abyss. They don't like devils. But I know how to exercise a soul.
Yeah, how do we banish
You
it? How do
can
we
make a religion check.
Exorcism time, let's go.
Ooh. 25.
25, yeah. Absolutely.
Let's
Brain.
go.
There are
What a
a
nerd.
few ways of getting a demon that's possessing someone out of there. The first and most simple is to kill the host. Killing them while the demon is still inside them will send the demon back to the abyss. You know that with a 25 for sure. Second way, probably the easiest if you have access and the hardest if you don't, would be clerical intervention. Certain clerics, paladins, people of holy power and faith, sufficient power can force a demon out of a body and a possession. But if you don't have access to that sort of abilities, then it's a little harder.
Would I
The
like?
third thing
is
you
this-
could try is
you
you
could. I have some clerical abilities. I assume it's like a banishment type thing, or like something protect from good and evil.
yeah, like a-
similar. Okay.
with a 25, a dispel good and evil spell, which is a 5th level spell,
Right.
would suffice.
A little bit out of our wheelhouse.
The third thing you could try is you can attempt an exorcism. That won't banish the demon, but it will force the demon out of the host's body.
And then we simply need a vessel.
What
But
is the process of an
attempt-
exorcism? May
So
I ask?
it's very dependent on the person performing it and the circumstances. You would need gather at least one person of sufficient faith in a god, which you imagine you might be able to do as
I worship someone.
it would, as essentially, mechanically speaking, it would be a pretty wicked series of skill checks as a challenge to perform this. But
oh boy,
there are certain things you could try to turn the scales in your favor. With a 25, bringing the host to a place of sort of demonic power will kind of like draw on the demon and make it more likely to pull it out.
I mean, I say we just kill her.
okay, all right.
We're not going to be able to do
there's a few ways to get to exercise the demon. Let's talk about the first one. Second one, you know any like cleric-y people, Sparrow, in the village?
What about her sister? What does she do? Is she a cleric?
She just talks to people.
Anyone who
Anyone
got any magical healing in the village?
I mean, the Arispex does some stuff like that, but I don't think she does it from a godly sort of perspective.
Right, you guys are all nature people, not godly nature people.
No, I don't think there's anybody like that in Velholm.
Just kill her. Just kill her.
I have not told you that killing the host is an option, Zitzi.
What?
I know better.
Zitzi would have inferred. Zitzi is smart. Zitzi would have inferred that killing her is an option. Like, there's not.
Killing her is, yeah. I'm not much as a way to exercise this whole. We could try. Does anybody know any clerics? I look at my group.
Was there anyone like that in Raven's Village?
I don't know. You tell me. Do you think there would have been?
Possibly not cleric. Not. There would have been healers, but I don't know if clerics.
Yeah, it would have been. Extent. It would have been more along the lines of druidic healers, probably.
Okay.
But I mean, if we exercise her, we have to find somebody to accept the demon or capture it or something. I mean, I could take it if you want. I can burden that upon myself.
I don't think. I thought you were already possessed, Zitzi, honestly.
What?
I'm just gonna let that one slide. Well, I just.
Would I know
Sparrow, anyway.
if my disenchantment dust would work for this? It'll do a 5th level magical effect or spell. What?
With a 25, it'll likely help, but it won't do all the work for you.
Got it.
Oh, anyway, Sparrow, we now have a task ahead of us. You are training to be the leader, yes?
I don't know anymore.
I mean, I don't think. Looking at what's just happened.
Well,
leadership material.
The most important thing about being a leader is fixing mistakes.
Fixing things and admitting your errors. You made an error, yes?
Yeah, it was a pretty big one.
Yes, it was.
Is there anything else you need to share with us? Any other important information we might want to know?
I mean, you can ask me some questions.
What did the demon look like? What did they do? What was their vibe? Give us a vibe check.
It was big, leathery hide, dark as midnight, long, lanky limbs, and bat-like wings. And those eyes. I'll never forget those eyes.
How many?
2.
What do they look like?
They burned yellow. It felt like he could stare into your soul.
Would this be like what I recognize as a description of a demon?
You can make another religion check to see if this jogs anything.
Oh, I want to as well.
Oh, even better. 26.
Ooh, let's go.
13.
20s. 13 sounds pretty fucking demonic. 26. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that beats the very, very high DC I set.
I rolled 18 to 19. Very happy with this. I could make it a 30 if you want, but I'll keep it at a 26.
You
Don't flex too hard.
remember
That's all.
back in Darsoza, you sometimes used to stroll down to the library. You were a nerdy kid. And you remember at one point you perused through a book on different kinds of demons. It was probably at the back, and maybe you weren't old enough to be reading that book, but you were anyways, because
People ignore turtles, sometimes to their detriment.
you remember reading a passage about a... Hold on, I have forgotten the fucking thing. Give me 1 second. You remember reading a passage about a demon called a Nabasu.
And the
These
apostrophe?
No, Nabassu.
Got it.
These are incredibly powerful demons.
Fun.
Not quite on like Baylor level or whatever, but powerful. Pretty fucking powerful. And they are... It was interesting reading that passage. They are outcasts from demonic sort of society at large. And you remember something Sparrow said, kind of clicking with this as well. You remember he mentioned that this demon, Agmarath, apparently threatened to eat Sparrow's soul. And that is a thing Nabasus do. They consume souls, which is a massive taboo as far as demons are concerned. For demons, souls are currency, souls are a means to gain more powerful, souls are a means to create more demons. A lot of sort of demonic society is built around the power and worth of mortal souls and corrupting them and doing shit with them. Using them as a base form of sustenance and just eating them it's enough to cause Nabasus to largely be completely cast out.
Okay, so they're sort of like devils too, where they souls are the currency and the
Mm-hmm.
You just have a lot less rules.
Less organized than devils
yes.
as far as that goes, but but they are still valuable to demons. Yes.
Got it. Okay. All right. I think we're dealing with a Nabasu.
What? Okay.
They're like weird kid of demons. They eat souls. You're not supposed to eat souls.
Why do they eat it? Like a power move?
I think they just are weird.
That's
But
weird.
they're pretty powerful. So hey, getting tricked by one, that's understandable.
Oh,
All right.
Well, we cannot keep this one out of our sight.
Yeah, Sparrow. Is anyone expecting you soon? Snuck out here pretty well, right?
pretty well, I think so, yeah. I don't know. Pauline hasn't talked to me in about a month or so. She's let my trading fall to the wayside. It's probably for the best.
Well, here is my idea. If we're gonna attempt an exorcism, would need to bring Blaine to this archway where you did your ritual.
Okay.
You would need to essentially probably bring some supplies. I have some disenchanting dust that might help. Do you have any sort of is there any like powerful purifying elements in the village? Anything in the village at all that does like a powerful purifying effect?
You could maybe ask the Harrispecs.
I mean, I can't. I'm not allowed in the village anymore, but...
Yet.
All right.
So Sparrow can always let us back in.
I'm sorry, but I'm a coward. If
You
Palladium...
might be a coward, but that doesn't stop you from being a leader.
Or useful.
You have a job to do now, Sparrow, whether you like it or not.
Make a intimidation check, Raven.
Okay. That's not my strong suit.
Any Christmas checks your strong suit?
3.
Don't need to call her out.
3.
I can't. I can't.
You summoned a whole demon. What do you mean you can't let a few people through a gate? You've already let something through a gate.
That's pretty impressive, actually, managing to summon a whole demon. So clearly, I'm just like putting my hand like onto T, like, please.
I lean forward. You have created a big problem, and you need to help us fix it. Because this isn't up to us. This is up to you. But we are going. But no, it's okay. It's okay. We're going to help you. But we need your help because we can't do it on our own.
Give me an intimidation check. DC is higher because he's already been intimidated once.
18.
So, 18.
Maybe I can't let you through the gate, but maybe you can find another way in.
How would we be able to do that, Sparrow?
Well, the enchantment is set up so that beasts, animals can pass through the gate just fine.
Interesting.
I just turned to look at Raven.
It's a real animal or?
I don't know. You'd have to try.
Raven will turn into a wolf and try and pass through the barrier.
I think you're nowhere near it.
Yeah, you're like a half an hour from Velholm right now.
We're not right outside the village.
In one direction.
Right outside their house.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, so we're gonna break into their house. Just in their front yard. Let's figure it out.
Sparrow, do you know if my capabilities will let me pass through?
Honestly, I have never tried it before. I'm not very good at the shape-shifting thing.
That seems like a really odd security hole, honestly, to have. But all right, sure.
We could shapeshift as tiny animals and then see if we can get through without being noticed.
I think we could just send a person. Sparrow.
We've got to get Palladium out.
Is it like linked to us? So it doesn't sound like the magic's linked to like a soul, more like a specific named creature.
I mean, honestly, I'm not sure if that's how it works or not. I think it's...
What do you have to do to let someone in?
I have to hear their name or know what they look like.
Hey, Seb, you're not near us right now, right? You're like up in a tree, I think.
I'm up in the tree. I'm watching.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But even if you do solve this stuff, that only gets you through the door. How are you... I mean, you're talking about an archdruid possessed by a demon. You're not just gonna knock her out and bring her to a place in the forest,
Oh, I didn't
are
think
you?
about knocking her out.
I was assuming.
Sparrow, you know Pelaine better than any of us here. Do you know what may entice her to get or to agree
Well,
to go to somewhere?
Normally she'd be pretty reluctant to leave the barrier, because the second she does, it comes down. And it takes a long time to put back up.
Well,
We need to offer her something. Like,
would you
like
be able
power.
to sustain the barrier while she's gone?
Oh man, that'd be a big ask.
Yes, it would.
You're asking
But
us
I'm
to
asking
exercise a demon.
Oh, I know. To draw her out normally, I guess you'd tell her that there were some people in danger who needed her help, but with that...
I don't think that's going to launch any of anything.
No. With Akmaroth inside her, I don't think it's gonna be pretty tough. I don't know. I'm not good at lying or talking to people.
Well, she clearly has a dislike towards all of us now. Would we be enough to lure her out?
Oh.
Perhaps we are going to this place to try and thwart her plans?
I think you'd have to convince her that you were a big enough threat to do that first.
Or she seemed to think that I was at least a big enough help to try and get me on her side.
Right. I mean, if she thought you were all gonna be a threat like that, she maybe would have just killed you up there.
Would I know what kind of time frame we would have before the Nabasu eats her soul?
Even with a 26,
Yeah.
it's I will say with a 26, what you know about Nabasus is that usually they devour pretty quickly, like in the span of like 10 minutes. So
okay.
It sounds like what you're dealing with is a very slow eater.
Well, at the very least, I think you should tell, well, everyone who needs to know. All of the people who are involved in the meetings. Because they may be able to help you. This is a very big task to complete on your own. And you need help.
I can try. I'm not... I mean, would they even believe me?
I don't know if I want to believe this.
Oh.
But just try anyway.
Make a persuasion check.
14?
14.
I'll try. I can't promise anything.
If they don't believe you, then just say, if we are to meet up again, if we are to meet up with them here, we can confirm what we have heard.
Okay. I think a lot of the people in Velholm are pretty goal-oriented. I think they're gonna want they're not just gonna want the information, they're gonna want to know what's being planned to be done about it.
Well, that's when we talk to them and figure out a plan.
I think we need to get Elaine to the gate. We'll need some way to restrain her. Maybe ask the High Respects if she could brew up something that would knock her out for a bit.
I can ask. I'd feel a lot better if some of you got in there with me, but again, maybe disguised or something.
Well,
can any of you disguise yourselves?
I can polymorph myself. I could go in as an animal.
I can look as something. I could look like somebody else, but I would still be me. You'd have to let me in, but I could look like someone else.
I could
maybe let you in if you can disguise yourselves, as long as you're not seen as you.
I think we need to talk to two main people, the High Respects and Elia.
At least.
Alrighty then. I'm real sorry about this.
There's still time to fix it.
It happens, you know.
I feel like
sometimes.
I feel like you're just saying that.
I am, but also I do mean it a little bit. You know, sometimes you summon a demon, and sometimes it's your own demons following you for years, never letting go unrelentlessly. But that's okay.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Zitzi, have you ever summoned a demon?
I don't think so. But I can speak Abyssal, so maybe once I did.
That
I don't know.
is useful information. I'm having some ideas for the ritual. I think in terms of things that might be useful, our stag friend and the fairies.
If we can find them.
We found them before. They like us. Hopefully, still.
Well, whether they want to help us is a different matter.
Alrighty then. Do you all want to do this today?
Well.
Yeah, why not?
You can see we're still pretty close to we're like 20 minutes from the area or something like that, right?
Yeah, you're pretty close.
And the stag was like a day's west. Assuming it's went back.
Yeah, knowing how far it's gotten now, especially because it's now being actively chased. You did convince the hunters to not actually try that hard, but
it's a powerful force of nature might be able to help with.
You can try.
Yeah.
And did all this other stuff in the forest start happening around the time when the demon was summoned, or is that just a coincidence?
The sickness and stuff started about a month ago. I did the bad thing about 3 months ago.
How long ago did we meet Lorna and Balvo?
That would have been a month and a half ago.
And a month ago is when Pelaine stopped talking to you.
Roughly about.
Did she mention anything to you, about wanting to take over the world or, destroy humanity or anything like that? In passing, over dinner?
She mentioned that she had something planned, but she wouldn't say what.
I mean, you're pretty good at snooping around her books and notebooks and diaries and things. Have you not, any more snooping?
Not since she got possessed by a demon, no.
That's fair. Demons can be quite fickle.
If you want to do some sneaking, then...
I do.
Where are her books?
On the third floor of the Derf home. there's a door to the right. And that leads into the library.
The
I
third,
think maybe Vespa could get in there.
the third floor where Goliath guy was. That's or she higher up.
No, she's on the third floor.
Okay.
As is her bodyguard.
Maybe I could polymorph Vespa into something. And then she could go up there and find some information.
Be careful. If you turn her into a mouse, she'd be as smart as a mouse.
What did I turn into a mouse? What's smart? A ferret? A weasel? Could I polymorph her into a smaller version of herself?
I don't think that would get me through the barrier though. I think a mini-me would still be banned.
Oh, wait, that's a good point. Would magic persist beyond the barrier? You know how, like, when I put my hut up, I can't do the magic outside it?
I think it works a little different.
Okay. Interesting. Or Vespa could fly over the top and drop in. That would be so sick. No one would think to look up.
That's a pretty wild plan.
Would
But-
you be able to bring us
Not a no.
the book you used to summon?
That would mean
Agma
going
with-
back up to the 3rd level, and I don't want to confront her.
You could
Might not
or you
want
just
to.
be reading the book.
I think I want to stay out of her way.
Sparrow, at this point, we're far beyond what you do and do not want to do.
Yes, Raven!
Give me an intimidation
Get
check.
that spine! Let's fucking go!
13?
13.
I know, but I'm no use to you, Dad. And if Pelaine suspects that I'm doing bad, or I guess good but bad for her, I won't be able to help you, is she?
I don't think she'd be able to get away with killing you. That would be kind of playing her hand.
I don't know how much she cares anymore.
Sparrow, I would like to talk to you in very real circumstances right now.
Okay.
You have put a lot of people in danger.
I know.
And you're aware of that, yes?
Yeah.
You have a chance to fix this. And if you die doing it, then at least you tried. But would you be able to just leave this all behind? It's your job to help protect these people. You can't just run away from it when it gets too difficult.
I'm gonna try.
Said like a true leader.
Trying is all we can do, young Sparrow.
Okay. Okay. So what are we doing then?
Killing Pelaine!
Oh gosh.
No.
That will not end well.
We're going to lure her out to the gate and then capture her somehow and then bring her to the archway. And then Bender's got some sort of wild idea that he's going to be able to exorcise this demon. Don't know what we're going to do with the demon after we've exorcised it. Leave that up to Bender. Hopefully it doesn't, inhabit Bender because Bender's already...
You'll
Never mind, but-
all be helping, especially you, because speak abyssal. You can call it out. Yeah, you'll definitely be helping.
Great. Wonderful.
I
I
mean,
can't see how that
Zitzi-
could go wrong.
You don't want to try to scare a demon out of a soul.
That does sound kind of fun. When you put it like that, Bender, this is why we keep you around.
How do you plan on restraining her?
Well, I have spells that can let me do it for period of time, and then from there we can potentially.
That archway is like an hour away.
Exactly, but it's a start to
Well,
something. Tie it up.
I mean, maybe the higher specs. I mean, she's skilled with herbs and things. She might have a way to knock her out a bit. Hopefully.
We slip something in her tea. Right, we go get some magic herbs. We slip something in her tea. We give it to her sister. Her sister brings tea up. She's like, oh, hello, sister. Just thought you could do with a little pick-me-up in the mid-afternoon, you know? And then she leaves the tea. She ingests the tea. We wait to hear the thump as she falls down on the floor dramatically. And then we go pick her up and take her away. Foolproof.
It could work.
That could work.
About good as ideas.
You know of any
But then we have to
herbs
tell her
that are
sister
like?
that she's inhabited by a demon.
I
That
think
might not go
that's
very well.
no. I think that's a good idea. I think Elias already. This is
Well, sounds to me like the first step is getting you inside then.
Are you
Yeah.
letting us through, or are we going to?
I'll let you through if you're disguised.
Well, I can become a mouse.
That should work.
Sebastian can disguise himself.
okay.
Bender can.
Nah, I can't do it today.
Today, wait, we just had a long rest. We just slept.
Yeah.
Oh, did you need to prepare it? Oh.
Yeah. Prepared casters.
I could polymorph myself, but it only lasts like, I don't know, an hour.
Identify.
And I don't know about Vespa.
Zitzi, make an intelligence check.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm smart. 14.
14. That's enough. You remember as you were getting dragged out that there was this like oppressive force on you after like you were no longer allowed in the barrier, but you were still inside it. It was like crushing you down slightly, but it didn't like shoot you out of the barrier immediately. You were still able to exist inside the barrier even though you weren't allowed in. It was a rough time.
So I could just polymorph myself to get in, make sure we're not noticed, and then it doesn't really matter after that. I'll deal. And the same with the rest of you.
I mean, Vesper and I don't know if we have a way of getting in.
Well, you could go find the stag.
Where are your other friends, by the way?
Oh, they're just over there. I just point to the bush.
I hop down from the tree.
Yeah, dramatically.
Were you there the whole time?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, sorry.
They're very sneaky.
Oh boy. Yeah, apparently.
See, you didn't even know. They're good.
Apparently. Well,
Does anyone have any holy water, by the way?
Oh, I'll
I don't
check.
really carry it around.
I left mine at home. Sorry.
Everyone just check
I
their
start
packs.
taking string cheese, beef jerky. I've got an emerald, some meteorite bits. Still got them in my bag for some reason.
Just check. I'm just saying. Just check if maybe it was in your starting equipment. Oh.
No, I just have a signet ring, which I don't even know where it's from. I'm going to be honest. I don't remember this, but
Probably your background.
yeah, I know that.
Oh, sorry.
I'm in character.
She was using a character voice, Jaywin.
Yeah, it's almost the same, but you know, if you listen
It's
long
almost the
enough.
same, but more annoying. So, you know,
Sorry, I'm
Touch more manic.
I'm just used to Lee being annoying all the time.
Okay.
That was.
So-
Jaywin's a
Now
bit of
we're-
a bully today.
Now we're even.
Since there's
Saucy.
a truce between Bender and Zitzi, have you just moved on to now Leah and Jay?
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
what's happening?
Yep.
It's like, oh, we can't bully each other in game anymore. That's what I have to do in real
Too
life.
bad.
Jesus.
To answer your question, I have no holy water.
And I have no way of disguising myself, but I mean, I'm fine being on the outside waiting.
Sparrow.
I
Keeping an eye.
if you just promise to stay, if you're disguised or you promise to stay hidden, then
You won't even know I'm there.
Like the majority of this conversation.
I mean, I assume we need to do this at night, right?
The cover of night is going to be probably best to
We're sneaking in.
have a snoop around.
I mean, if you guys are
Alrighty.
disguising yourself, that'll work. But if we're sneaking, I mean, night will be useful. I stick out a lot. There's no other turtles in your village.
Yeah.
I can like illusion you briefly, but it would only be for like an hour, and it would be quite, a strain on my resources.
I mean, I'm not. Oh, I assume we're gonna take a rest before we do the actual exorcism. Yeah, just as a note, when we do the exorcism, that just means Agmaroth is outside of Palain. There's still the step of we have to kill the demon after that.
We are also assuming that Palain's
Kill
soul is
him
still
or force him
intact.
back to the abyss somehow or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
fine
take
with-
him back to the
I'm
arch.
fine
You
with
know,
killing
just go on, off you go.
That might be worth doing, is inspecting this arch. Maybe there's some there we could use.
Yeah, we should do that today, and then tomorrow we can do the prodding of the demon.
Well, alrighty then. Do you want me to lead you to it?
Yes.
Yeah, was it
Very
close?
good.
It's about an hour's walk that way.
That's actually surprisingly close.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm somewhat concerned that there's a portal to the abyss an hour and a half from your village, but that's fine, I'm sure. I mean, I guess it's not fine. That it was in fact bad.
It is kind of weird. I've been through that section of forest before, and I never saw it until I knew it was there.
Interesting. We should destroy it after we're done.
Of course.
Down for that.
Yes.
Also,
that would
just
be good.
to be clear, I'm just gonna ask this one more time. Nobody has any way to like contact someone from far away, like across continents.
I wish I did,
No.
but I do not.
I wish I did too. I am not the turtle to do this, but
I nearly did, but I don't.
thanks.
You're welcome.
All right. So, Sparrow stands up and begins leading you through the forest. You travel a ways. You are going. This would be south. Yeah, it would be an hour and a half from here because it would be an hour from Velholm. So you're traveling southwest. I remembered my directions.
Just trying to keep a rough eye of the path that we took to get there, to try and remember how to get here. If he's not leading us.
All right. Yeah, give me. Go ahead and give me a survival check, I guess.
16.
16. All right, yeah, you're keeping pretty good track of like landmarks. Like, oh, that tree's weird. There's a stump there. Some vines over here. Yeah, you can probably lead people back here.
Okay, thank you.
After about an hour of walking, do you do anything on the journey?
I'm singing
Say
Sparrow a wonderful song that he doesn't want to hear, and he's making
Oh,
quite plain
God.
that he doesn't want to hear it. But I'm going. This is what we call penance, Sparrow. Penance.
I don't like penance.
I haven't heard of that band, but
It's a bad Christian rock band.
That's an awful name.
All the rage around Heronus.
It's good.
does that make Heronus like the Midwest?
Yarp.
So, eventually, you come to a clearing in the forest, and you see kind of like a hill kind of gathering up top. And atop this hill, kind of at the very back of it, and then at the back of this hill, just like the trees immediately swarm. So it's pretty cool visual, actually. There is just this stone archway made of these 3 kind of slabs of stone, very Stonehenge.
I'll run up to it.
I am going. I'm going to start ritually casting detect magic. Actually,
I'm gonna approach it as well.
Sure, you are ritually casting that. Mm-hmm. What you've run up to it. Are you doing anything in particular?
Just approaching, just looking around.
Yeah, I guess, is there anything we immediately see on it, like any runes of some sort?
If you're like inspecting it, if you're like getting up and like
I'll start inspecting
That's what I'm
it.
doing. I'm like,
investigation check.
Okay, I'll
trying
start
to look
that.
for this abyssal writing that, as Sparrow said, there was.
I'm helping as well, so I'll give advantage. Okay. Look.
All right, yeah, you've got advantage.
Oh, thank God, because I rolled a 4.
I got a 18.
It's fine. I rolled a 5 on the second, which is a 11.
11. Okay. You see, 11. You don't. You see like scratches in the stone, but you don't take them for any. They kind of just look like random scratches to you right now. 18. You do. Bender, you notice there's a little more of a pattern to them, but you can't make out what this pattern like is or means.
Yeah, I'll just like punch this. Like this abyssal.
Like look at what he's looking at and see if it makes any more sense
Like,
to me now. He's
start
like
from
specifically
there
pointed
and,
out.
Okay. Yeah. If he's like going along
Tracing
the
it,
patterns that he's pointed out, you can make. Just give me an intelligence check.
Wait, how do intelligence checks work? Is it just like dice roll +3?
Yeah.
Plus 3, plus 4 because you're a bard.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You had
Oh, yeah.
after
This,
forgot
yeah,
about
jack
that.
of all trades would apply to this.
that's Pog. 16.
I'm gonna give you
16.
a flash of genius. That's just a 20.
Sure, 20. Okay.
Woo!
That helps. It is definitely abyssal in root. Now that you're kind of like tracing a little more, you kind of realize why you didn't recognize it before, because it's not really words. It's just kind of like abyssal lettering at certain points, and sometimes not even that. It's very like, it's kind of just like someone like put a bunch of letters around an arch in like very stylized font is essentially what you're getting.
It's like someone got bored and decided to carve their lovers' names into the rock or something like that. This doesn't really make any sense.
Can you like try and can you just? I'm just gonna like point at each root and like ask you what like that translates to. Is there like figure out what kind of enchantment?
It's not.
Would be?
It's not really in translating to anything in particular.
Okay.
It's just kind of like it is. Do you have a Arcana proficiency, Sitsi?
I have.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say,
You don't recognize it then fully.
Yeah.
It just it looks like lettering.
Well, see, that could say cat, but it could also say
They're probably
water.
runes. Oh,
And that,
this is difficult when I can't read it.
I knew I should have paid more attention at school. Well, the thing is, it doesn't make that much sense, so I don't think it's that important.
If I just see that there's runes, I might. Oh yeah, I'll just try ritually casting identify on this.
You were already ritually casting detect
Oh,
magic. Do you
okay.
drop that?
I assumed I stopped doing that because I was infecting. But yeah, I'll keep going with that then.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I can also cast, I'm going to ritually cast comprehend languages, even though I can read abyssal, just in case there's anything here that is beyond
Okay.
that. So I'm just going to
So now Bender and Sitsi are just kind of like waiting around, like kind of drawing shapes in the air as they're ritually casting stuff.
Well, I'm
Do
just
the
like
rest of
looking
you
at
do
it
anything?
with my goggles. I'm just like got my goggles, looking real close at
Right.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just like look around some of the trees in the area, see if there's any sort of like anything hidden around?
Yeah, give me a
Anything else hidden?
perception check.
I'd just be doing just like a perimeter check, seeing if there's anything.
Absolutely terrible. That's a 6.
6. You're pretty sure there's nothing hiding here.
Some trees.
What was that, Raven?
I'd just be doing like a general perimeter check to see if there's anything.
All right, give me a perception check.
24.
24. You're pretty confident that you don't see anything around here that's coming through. I mean, you see Sparrow. He's kind of just like standing awkwardly, like back up against a tree, kind of like. But That's all you see.
Okay.
So, eventually, your ritually cast magics go off. Bender, you do pick up a faint conjuration kind of just aura around this arch. It's nothing. It's nothing specific necessarily.
Okay, yeah.
And Sitsi, as you finish casting this, it is exactly what you expected. You can still read it, so you don't pick up any new languages from this, and you don't get any new particular insight. It just looks like scrawl.
Spare.
Well, whoever wrote this was clearly an idiot, is all I can say, because it doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I think it does magic stuff.
Really, Bender?
Oh, I'm
That's
pretty
what
sure.
you've discerned.
Yeah, this whole thing just conjuration, which is like how you get to other planes.
Well,
Go
I mean,
portals to
Sparrow
summon a
already told
demon.
us that.
Yeah.
We know.
Spare, what did you do? What? Explain the ritual to me exactly and in great detail.
I brought the goat here. I sacrificed it. There were candles in a pentagram around the arch, and I chanted a phrase backwards in a language I don't quite understand.
What was that phrase exactly? And I'll have him write it down. Maybe not say it.
Yeah, he writes it down. It is it's bullshit to you.
I'm just gonna show it to Zitzi.
Okay, Zitzi, it would essentially be like open the gate backwards
Just as open the gate.
in abyssal.
Oh,
It's tag. It.
No,
Wait, no.
don't
No.
say it. Please don't say it.
Nepo.
Just gonna accidentally open
it's
the
tag.
gate here.
Please.
So I'm saying it in common, so it's not in abyssal, so it's fine.
And we didn't sacrifice a goat, so I'm sure we won't be able to open it.
I'm
so
gonna
easily.
I'm gonna hand
What
that.
happens if we try and summon it again? No.
I don't think that's a good idea at all.
I'm pretty
Hey,
sure
let's-
we're gonna
let's
get a
not do
different
that.
demon. Let's not.
I
Also,
start chanting in abyssal just to like freak
Just, you
everyone
know,
out.
I'd like to try to cover her head.
Is this still in the trees, so it's dark or anything?
This is a clearing, so there's a bit of sunlight shining
damn.
down. There is enough shade here that like if you want to say you want to find a place of dim light, then
Well, I
sure.
just wanted to like Amai Wamu Shinderu behind her and then just like put a hand over her mouth to be like, no! No!
I'll let you do that, sure.
Yeah. Yes.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no, no.
Get off me! I'm joking.
I will hand you. I'll hand you like the phrase,
I
like
literally
the.
just meant pet the cat. Don't worry.
Oh, that might get us a different demon.
How am I supposed
like
to
a
know
cat
that?
demon.
I
You
don't.
just started
cat
saying
demons.
horrible abyssal things. So...
Lord, Lord of Bodegas.
Huh.
I will hand you the note that says open the gates. Like that might be useful for the exorcism. So just remember that. Like if you reverse it the other
Stuff it
way,
in my
type
boot.
thing. Sure. Do you have any other
It's
pockets?
not a complicated phrase.
Do
Don't
you
worry.
have any pockets besides your boots?
Well, yes, but then
Do
they're
you
just
ever
not very
use them?
comfortable. No. Mm-mm. Well, but I did have a bag once, but then there was an unfortunate incident and somebody lost a leg and I had to carry it in my bag and the bag kept breaking because the leg was really heavy, which is kind of ridiculous when you think about it. But anyway, eventually my bag couldn't take it anymore and it completely broke and then I just had to shove everything in my boots and then it became a habit.
Carrying legs around is quite a challenge.
Okay,
Sorry,
can we go back to the leg part?
I would also like to go back to the
Another
lake park.
time. Another time. We've got a demon to exercise. I think
We should buy you a bag at some point. We can stop.
I'd just leave it somewhere and forget it. I think there's nothing here of use.
I think
Yeah.
us trying to exercise a demon, where obviously none of us have ever done anything like that before, is the stupidest idea I've ever heard of, and we should just straight up kill her. Force the demon out, and then kill it too.
Vesper.
That's the point.
Vesper.
Actually, if you kill the host, the demon just immediately goes back.
There you go. Problem solved.
But the
Demon's
problem
gone.
is, they were going to
Vesper.
kill Pelaine.
Well, I can.
There's a demon inside of her eating her soul. I don't think she can be saved anyway.
I will be able to revive her so long as I have the spells.
Wait,
left
but if you
necessary to
revive
do
her,
so.
what about her soul? Can you revive her soul? What if it's eaten her soul and you just got a husk of a woman left? We could have just killed her and saved ourselves all the trouble.
If
You
it
said
eats your
there's a
soul, revive
soul-eating
won't work.
demon. I don't think her soul is savable if it's being eaten. I think you guys are chancing on something that's not valid.
I'm not an expert on demons, but like it's been inside her for like a while now. I don't know,
Yeah.
but like
It hasn't eaten.
I tend to eat a bit faster than that personally.
I think there is almost no chance that her soul is in there, like, unharmed.
You
If-
saw the way
if
that
we
she
somehow
spoke
get
to
her-
Raven.
If we somehow get that demon out and it's just her, like, half-eaten soul left, that isn't going to fix anything.
What's she get?
I don't think it's worth trying all this crazy stuff when we're going after and slitting its throat.
I
I'm
think
not
it's a demon piloting the husk of a woman.
That's what I
That's
think.
just what's happening.
I'm not sure if it's eaten her soul yet. It might be using her to gain more souls.
What would she want from us again? She wanted us to go to do a thing with necromancy. No, was it necromancy? I can't remember.
To the Deadwoods, I believe.
To the
it's called.
Deadwood.
Which is necromantic shadow energy.
Yes.
She wanted to grab necrotic damage into her special
yes.
stones.
Yes.
She needs more power.
Interesting. Why would a demon want that?
More power.
Kill people. Yeah.
But necrotic damage? Yeah, specifically necrotic damage.
More souls.
To
Well,
destroy
she
the
seemed
entire
to-
village?
She seemed to have a very clear disdain for my village, so I don't know if in some way she wanted to attack.
Yeah, but how much of that was just the demon talking?
Yeah.
You know what demons are like?
Remember,
They're
you're speaking to a demon controlling a woman's body, not the elder of this village. You were speaking to a demon. Who knows how much of what she said is what Pelaine
At
thought.
this point, I think anything she says we need to take like it's a real possibility. Because we don't know what's real and what isn't.
What is
What
real is
happens
this
if we
dagger
just
going through
knock her
her
out?
throat.
How do you propose we do that, Ditzy?
I flip my dagger over, just like this, and I'll simultaneously hit myself in the hand. Heavy hit, just without a sharp object. Assuming that she's still human, because it's a human body, one knock to the temple, we'll be out for a while.
What's going to stop the demon just going back into her?
Well, if we do it near the gate and we do the exorcism properly, it'll get like.
How do you do an exorcism properly? Have you been training your whole life on how to exorcise demons? Are you a secret demon exorciser? We'd be trying random things and hoping it forces its soul out.
I wouldn't be trying random things. Probably make a prayer to Hestius. I've got this dust which can help dispel very powerful magical effects. If any of you have anything that you'd like to contribute, that's always welcome and useful.
I could insult it a bit.
You could probably try scaring the demon right out of her soul.
I really want to try.
Do you know what I do have, which would be very useful? This dagger is radiant damage. It burns with the power of the sun. That would burn the demon and kill it quicker.
I mean,
are we trying to kill the demon, or we're trying to banish the demon?
Either.
Whichever's easiest.
I know what's more in our wheelhouse. I'm very good at killing things.
The problem is, I don't want to kill Pelaine.
Me neither.
The problem is, we can't save everyone.
I wouldn't like to, but
Yes,
frankly, I think she's already gone.
Well,
I agree.
Let's say we do kill Pelaine. Okay, that is an avenue I think we can explore because I have the means necessary to. If she is able to be revived, I can do that.
We are not killing Pelaine. We are killing a demon that is inhabiting her body.
No.
She is almost
We're
certainly
not.
already dead.
We're not killing Pelaine. We're temporarily removing her from the life pool, and then Raven will bring her back.
We're killing a demon and trying to save the people of your village.
Yes, I know. But yes, the demon is inside her, but I don't know if Pelaine is still there.
Sacrifices have to be made.
Well, yeah.
Which side are you on, Vesper?
I'm trying to kill a demon here and stop it from taking over the entire forest.
If we kill Blaine, then the demon gets banished back, yes? So there's nothing against me just trying to bring her back, if we do kill it.
Would I know if a Nabasu could, like, actually, like, convincingly pilot some, like, a body, or is, like...
This would be more of a question of demonic possession in general, but you can make another religion check to see how much you know about the mechanics of this.
Okay. Yeah.
I would love to see it pilot my body. I think that would go well for everyone.
I offer myself as tribute.
17.
17. This is stuff that, like, the specific mechanics of this, like how it works, would probably be something you'd learn.
Yeah. I mean, would I know, like if...
as a cleric that would specialize in this kind of thing? So you don't know. I will say it's not outside the realm of possibility, but you also don't know for sure.
Yeah. But, like, I guess, okay. Bender's just like, why am I...
Like, I know it sounds terrible, but ultimately, we have to think about what we are capable of doing. I don't think we are capable of exercising a powerful demon that's inhabiting this husk of a person. What I do think we're capable of is killing it, and just killing the body and fighting it. We've done it before. We've killed many things. I don't think we can exercise a demon. No one knows what they're doing. You'll throw some dust at it, you'll make a prayer to your god, and then what happens? The demon still is there, and we wasted time.
I know what you're saying, but at the same time, Helene is far more powerful than any of us could hope to be in a long time. You saw what she was doing.
She was powerful before the demon.
I'm just trying to think of what we can actually do.
Yes, and if there's no easy solution here at all. If we are going to try and fight Helene and kill her, then we are going to need the help of anyone we can get the help of anyone in the village. We're going to need their help, which is going to be a very, very, very tough sell. But
let's say we do exercise her and it fails, we'll just kill her anyway. But at least we can try first, right?
yes, and like I said, if Helene's soul is still there, then once the body is dead and the demon has been banished back, as long as the soul is still there, they should be able to bring her back. I'm not going to know if the soul is there until I try that.
Of course.
But I want to try it.
But I'm just saying, if it's a soul-eating demon, the likelihood is we cannot save her, but we can stop her. The body infested by a demon from doing more damage. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, I'm very, very aware of that.
I'm not sure this thing has soul. These things just, like, they usually just buy, like, you know, if they eat a soul, they just eat it and you're dead 10 minutes. Can't live without a soul. I think it's
maybe her soul is
her.
extra powerful and it's taking longer to consume it. Like, it's really tasty, like an entire cake instead of just a slice. So it's taking ages to eat the whole cake.
I mean, it's been months. It's a long time to not eat cake.
I mean, she's still, like, it seems like she still is in some ways herself. I feel like if the demon was just fully in control, it would be a little more noticed.
Oh, it's got more noticeable over time, correct, Sparrow?
Yeah. Like I said, she seemed pretty much herself the first week or two that it happened.
So
she could still do her.
The longer this demon has been inside her, the more of her soul has been being devoured.
She can.
I wouldn't know.
She can still do her magic, right?
Yeah, she can still do magic.
I don't think a demon can manage that. I think she's in there.
It's part of her. I hope. I do hope.
I think it's not trying to eat her soul. I think it's trying to eat 1,000 souls.
Of course. But if we can save her soul, then I want to.
Of course. We'll save what we can.
Well, should we? Oh, what are we doing now?
That's the question, isn't it? We need to tell her this.
We should. Is there any way you could convince anybody important to come outside the village? Maybe Sparrow?
The Harrisbecks and her sister. 2 key ones.
I can try, but I'm not too good at talking or explaining myself in stressful situations.
Oh, we know. But you could bring Raven with you, perhaps.
Probably Seb too.
I can mouse my way in.
Just for now. And I think we should maybe speak with them. Have a little chat, get the hut up, have a campfire, it'd be really nice. Have a little chat with them, somewhere safe. And then tomorrow, we can go in and enact our plan and kidnap her and bring her here.
Yes, well, Sparrow, if you were to tell people in there that Raven wanted, or the Emerald Flame, whatever you want to use, wanted to have a talk, do you think that they would be willing to talk?
I'll be honest, I think they'd have to hear it from you.
Well, I can get my way in, whether you willingly let me in or not.
Right.
So I could ask them myself, but then it'll be just me in there.
Go in and you ask her to come talk to all of us outside in a quieter area.
It's the best place, the best plan we have.
And remember, Alia did ask us to figure out what was wrong with her sister, and we know. You can let her know that we know what's wrong, and we're trying to help.
Yes. Obviously, they all saw me get escorted out, but I hope that they don't think ill of me.
I don't think they do.
If they think ill of you, we just have to do it on our own.
I think the Harrisbecks and the Lie are both very interested in. I think they still think something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very.
Oh, well, all right then. I guess we'll head back to Velholm then.
It's the best plan we have.
Yep.
All right.
You all gather your things and march back through the forest towards Velholm. After another hour of walking, it's now 2:30 in the afternoon. You see the massive barrier of oranges and golds and bits of green and red flickering of Velholm.
Okay, who are we talking to first? Elia or the Harrisbecks?
I think Elia.
Elia. You should tell her sister.
Yep.
She'll be harder to find though, because she'll be in the
Yes.
building.
It's Sparrow.
It's just you going in?
That's... I don't know, but either way,
Probably
I do not
said.
want to speak to Elia in the Dervo. In the same building as Pele.
Yeah, Sparrow, you should go in and arrange to meet somewhere else in the village.
Not
I
with
could probably
me,
do that at
but
least.
with you.
You could have her meet at the
Okay.
Harrisbecks. You guys, 2 birds,
I
1
can.
stone.
You bring her to the Harrisbecks, and then you can
Yes.
pick up and
Okay.
get them both.
We could speak in the Harrisbecks, so that's a good idea.
All right.
I could travel in your pocket as you are telling them, and then I'm already there, ready for the conversation. And then it's just a question of if I am going in alone.
Well, the plan is for you to go and convince them to come outside so we can all talk.
I think it might be good to have Zep go with you, maybe. Wouldn't be alone.
What if... Can you be an animal, Sebastian?
No, I'm more of a person. No, not
I
really
can make you an
animal.
animal. I could make you an animal.
That's the
That
worst.
was the threatening thing you've ever said.
That's the scariest thing you've ever said. The way you said that was
so
deeply
evil.
Are
unsettling.
we sure Pelaine is the one possessed?
I can make you an animal.
Oh, Leah.
I can make you an
Zitzi has her own demons.
Like
Sure.
that's the worst way you could have said it.
Oh, I know.
We'll have to
but,
exercise her
yeah,
demons another time.
I mean, I could just turn myself into an animal, or I can turn any of these people into an animal, whichever you prefer, really.
I think
can
it's
make
up to you
myself-
guys.
yeah. I can make myself look like whoever you want. I can't make myself look like an animal, but I can look like a person.
I can make you a badger.
Maybe like
jeez.
Maybe like a dog or something. Dogs are smart.
Oh, a dog. A sausage dog.
Think of something that lives nearby here that's not as... It wouldn't be weird if Sparrow came home with a pet that isn't his.
I think you're more of a Jack Russell.
I can work with Jack Russell.
Who would you make yourself look like?
I don't know. You need to be someone that people wouldn't stand out.
One of those
You
two
know.
hunters we met months ago outside Littlebrush that told us to come here. Do you remember what they look like? They're not super important, but they're from here. It wouldn't be like, oh, why is Pelaine here? Or whatever.
Maybe.
It could look like one of them. It's just you don't want to show up as someone who's already there.
I think the hunters are out right now, so one of the hunters might be good. I mean, they might question while you're back, but you'll be like, oh, I just had to grab something. I'm heading back out again soon.
I mean, no, not really that. Yeah, it's just trying to convince Juliet.
Alrighty then. I'll do my best to do the talking. Oh boy. Are we doing this now? I think someone said we should wait till night or something.
I think we need to tell them as soon as we can that telling Alaya and the Haruspecs, I think, is a here and now goal. And then perhaps we can have a meeting with them tonight, come up with a plan, and then enact something tomorrow night.
Alrighty then.
If that suits everyone.
You just need to tell her, you need to speak to her in the higher specs immediately. It's very urgent. And then Raven can transform back into herself at the higher specs place and let her know the quick story and say, we need to talk more outside of the barrier here in like an hour, or give you some time to get it.
I don't have time to explain.
Yeah. And the rest of us are waiting, so we can help.
It's the best plan we've got.
Did you want to... You'll be in my pocket while we're in the Derv home. Is there anything else that you wanted to do while we're there?
I don't think so. It's just... Right now, all that's on my mind is telling the correct people and sorting this out.
You're not willing to get that book for you, are you?
Get the book. Get the book.
If you feel the confidence, you should try and grab that book for us.
It'd be helpful.
Or, if you are not able to, perhaps you could ask Alaya to. Or, perhaps I could ask Alaya to when we have a meetup at the Haruspecs' house.
Boy.
And then she could bring it, when we have a bit more of a talk tonight.
Oh, maybe.
Either way, I
Alrighty
think
then.
getting that book is a good idea.
Well, I'm not going anywhere near a library.
Then the only thing you need to do is get her sister the Harris ASAP.
If you want to try, then you can, Raven, but
I'm not going to be comfortable in that building. But let's talk to Elia and the Harrisbecks first. I'll see if Elia is willing to take the book. If not, then one of us may be able to grab it.
alright then. I guess you turn into a mouse and Sebastian just turn into...
What do you want to be, Sebastian? What do you want to be? You could be anything. Anything. I could make you a little dog if you want, but that's kind of, I mean, I guess.
I feel like if you're turning me into an animal, it should probably. See, the issue with that is then I have to stop being an animal, and then how would I get back out?
I could just. No, you get back out fine.
I think you're mostly going for the comfort to make sure that.
No,
he's
you're
not
going
alone.
in.
Yeah, and then Raven can convince him to come out. Go.
No, I mean like if I like. So am I just gonna stay an animal the whole time? Are we only gonna be in there for an hour? Because
I
otherwise,
could let go
like
after 10 minutes. And...
Because otherwise, then I'll turn back to normal and then have to get out.
Well, no. Okay, wait. I turn you into an animal, and then 10 minutes after you go in, I drop it and hope that it worked and that you're a human, and then you can disguise yourself.
I don't think we should be planning this on, I hope it will work.
Yeah.
This entire thing is planned on, we hope it will work, Raven. We're exercising a demon.
I mean, why not just start with disguising himself and going in?
Yeah, it's just like
and we'll know immediately
if
it doesn't work or not.
As someone, but it's just
then he's not an animal.
You have to be careful to.
I think you should really just be there
You
for.
can make Seb some sort of animal another time.
You don't make those promises for me.
You don't want to be a little. You don't want to be a little doggo once.
Seb, it is actually quite fun.
No,
I'm not going to lie. It is actually quite fun.
I'll let you turn me into an animal sometime.
I want to turn you into an animal.
All right.
You could turn yourself into an animal, Zitzi.
I suppose. Where's the fun in that? I've got to pet myself.
If you're an animal that has a tail, you might be able to.
You could chase your own tail.
It is very, very fun.
We're getting a bit distracted from the point here. Which is, so do you want me to be coming in with you? And if so, what purpose do you want me there for? Because we need to have a reasoning for it so we know what the best strategy is.
If I'm being perfectly honest, I'd want someone there with me just so I feel safer.
You're going to keep Raven company in case
if that's too much of a risk and it's going to be too complicated,
I mean,
then I can go.
Depending on how long we're in there and how much you want me to be able to potentially fight afterwards, I could just be invisible for like a long time.
Well, hopefully we're not going to need to fight today.
I mean,
I'm like, if I just spend all my effort on just staying invisible, I could probably stay invisible for a pretty long time.
I feel like all we're trying to do tonight is tell the Harrisbecks and tell everything what's going on.
I'll just go in invisible with you.
I mean, yeah, I think it might be.
And then I can disguise myself if needed.
I can make you invisible for an hour.
Yeah, I can. I have the same spell.
But then you don't have to use a spell slot.
Yeah, I can take
True. Yeah, you can do the first one, so that I have some more resources if we get into trouble. That's smart. Yeah.
One slight issue that it shouldn't be too much of an issue, but I can only right now turn it into an animal one more time, and then I need a bit of a rest. But I can just rest in Harrispex'
Also,
house. It doesn't
That's when we come out.
If we absolutely need to get out, I can cast invisibility on multiple people, so I can always, if we desperately need it, I can cast it on both of us, and we can get out.
I need about an hour's worth of meditation.
Why don't we rest
to get
now?
it back.
We'll be fine.
Oh,
We're
you
just trying
you
to
could we can just
organize
be
a conversation.
yeah we can just be invisible there on the way out. I mean, Sparrow's
So
is
if
gonna
you're just gonna
allow
be
us
invisible, then I
in,
guess
right?
well, I'll allow Seven if he's gonna be invisible.
We can allow
I'm
Raven
very
in
good
too.
at staying hidden. You don't worry.
Alrighty.
Allow Raven
like
in
the
too
one thing I'm
because
good
she'll
at.
be hidden as well.
Okay. Do you want to be let in as well, Raven, or are you?
Yes, let me in anyway. I'll go in as a mouse to begin with, but still let me in anyway, so we have more options.
Okay.
Yeah, we want you for the talking. I'm just there for backup.
Well, it's not gonna go wrong, though, is it?
Never does.
Okay.
No, look. I'm not good at a lot of things, but I'm very good at this thing. So don't worry about it.
I can
He
second that.
He closes his eyes and concentrates for a second, and a bit of sourceless wind kind of kicks at his hair ever so slightly, and then he opens.
All right. You two should be good to go through the barrier now.
Fantastic. Well, here we go. I will see the rest of you on the other side.
We'll be out
I'm
there
gonna
waiting.
Mouse.
grab you, Raven, and just here, take this, and I give you like a little tab of like the put on your tongue or something. Give you eagle splendor.
Give me some shards.
Don't worry about it. You have advantage on all charisma checks for an hour.
Oh, enhanced ability,
Bear,
right?
bear in mind, like aren't we still like an hour away? Like we kind of need to get
I assumed
close.
we
I know
were.
you-
I
We're
assumed
right
we
at
were.
the
No,
edge
we're
of
close.
town. We're at the
Okay.
edge of
Yeah.
others.
I can't remember if we'd come back.
I'll give Raven inspiration just in case.
Alright.
Thank you.
And then I will whip out my flute and play. To be honest, Sissy's not great at the flute. So every time she whips out the flute, it's quite painful. But I whip out the flute and
I
play
physically wince when I see you pulling it out.
and then you're invisible.
Thanks, Cece.
No problem.
I just have in my head.
I'm now wincing openly because I know she can't see it.
I just have in my head the really bad flute Titanic. That's all I've got in my head.
Oh god.
Oh no.
No. No.
When is this again? Kazoo?
Oh my god.
God.
Jesus Christ.
Never.
Can we change my flute to a kazoo?
Magic Kazoo.
Man. I don't know if I want to inflict that.
Nah. No, I think we don't need to do that. And I'm also
Alright. So. Oh, anything else?
I'm just recovering my spell slot that I just spent, but
Just gonna sit down and wait for them to come back.
Okay. Raven in a pocket and Sebastian invisible trailing behind Sparrow as he passes through the gate. You see Krimmel up top, the guard from before. They kind of look down and like, oh, Sparrow, didn't know you were gone. He's like, yeah. And he just passes through. And he leads you towards the Velholm. And we'll take a break there.
Oh,
I'm just gonna
that's lovely.
Lovely jubbly.
time to build our own exorcism.
A do it yourself exorcism kit.
That's basically what Bender's doing this time, is just drawing an open, being like, put like a big circle here, and then just things at the points.
That doesn't give me great taste.
Oh man, yeah. I've got
Oh boy.
Yeah. There's moving parts here at this point. Oh man. All right. Well, we'll be back in just a second. Get up, stretch your legs, drink some water, and see you in 15 ish.
Bye bye.
And we're back. So, pardon me. Just digesting. Look physically. So, Raven and Sebastian, as you are, well, Sebastian following and Raven in the pocket of Sparrow. So, you. Oh, I think someone has the.
Yep, that was me. My bad.
Evie.
I'm sorry.
You continue on to the Dervholm, and the familiar, at this point, large tree house, technically, with golden leaves. You see a figure standing out front, a figure you both recognize as Andre, the Goliath bodyguard. And Pelaine approaches and, or not Pelaine, Sparrow approaches, too many names. Sparrow approaches and it says, I need to get in there. And Andre, oh, sorry kid, boss is not letting anyone in right now. Okay, bye. And he just darts off and he like kind of darts around and like finds like another home kind of to dart through a few yards off and kind of just says into the face, oh, what do I do now?
Do you know any other entrances?
Oh gosh, think. Okay.
Don't panic. Don't take your
If
time.
you came in from the top, that would be a way in. You could filter in through the leaves. The third floor, it kind of opens up to the branch part of the tree. But that would be
kind of
going
dangerous
to the
because
third
that's
floor.
the third floor, which we don't really want to go to.
Oh god, I'm not good at improvising.
Okay, it's fine. We don't need to head right in. Maybe we just see if we can find the other people outside of there. We, just ask around, see if we can find what we're looking for,
Okay. Alright, what do I say?
Well, if no one's allowed inside, then maybe they're elsewhere. Maybe you can go back and just say, hey, Andre, you know where? And then you say the people you're looking for.
Okay. Alright, I'll do that. Thanks.
You're like, oh,
okay.
if I can't head in, can you like ask about them? Just play it cool.
Alright, yeah.
But not too cool.
But not too cool. A medium cool. Like a lukewarm. Okay.
See, you're a natural at this. You're doing great.
I love Sparrow so much.
He marches back towards the tree and he kind of looks up at Andre. He's like, I'm looking for a lie in the horror specs. Dude.
He's trying.
I love him.
What a precious baby.
It's like what Sebastian is doing, but not an act, and it's amazing.
Andre kind of looks down. He's like, oh, I mean, horror specs should be in a hut. Lawyer's in there. I think Pelaine said that a lawyer doesn't want to leave right now.
Can I see her?
Does anyone want to roll a persuasion check for Sparrow?
Oh boy.
I will
Go on, do it.
I will make a roll for him.
She's got a -1.
Only
staggered.
-1.
So
She's a miss
that's
zero.
a total roll of 1.
Oh.
Oh boy.
At least it's not a 0. You
It
know,
could have been a 0.
it could have been a 0.
It could have been worse. There's only one scenario it was worse, but
Andre kind of looks down at him. Is like, "Go the fuck home, Sparrow." Okay, got it. Bye. Sorry. Bye. Sorry. And he darts back out of there.
Okay.
Oh God, I fucked it up. I'm sorry. I'm bad.
no, you were great. I don't think frankly I don't think you were gonna get in there no matter what you said. He seemed pretty, steadfast in his decision. So it's fine. It's fine. I don't think you could have done any better there. I think that was a foregone conclusion.
Oh well, thanks.
Are you lying, by the way?
I'm partially saying it to comfort him, but also genuinely I don't think he could have done much better there.
Okay.
Like I probably could have done better there, but I don't think he could do better there.
Yeah, the keyword choice. Got it. Okay. He.
Well, what do we do now?
I'm very clear with my words. Well, maybe if you guys just head over to the Harris specs, it seems like she might still be in a normal place. Continue with the plan as normal.
Okay.
I might just. I'm not going to try going in, but I'm just going to keep looking around here to see, if there's any other. If I can spot a good way in, or if, Andre leaves his post for a bit, if I could slip in, because it sounds like there's something up in there. I don't want to, get into too much chaos, but I'm just going to keep an eye on here.
Alrighty.
And you guys talk to the hair specs. 1 out of 2, we can still,
Okay.
get some help.
He kind of pulls Raven out of his pocket. He's like,
What do you think, Raven? Mouse? You're called one animal, but you're another, right? Raven?
I'll just nod at him.
Okay.
Hey,
Alright.
cool.
Let's go.
he walks very normal and not at all suspicious.
Oh,
Checks out.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay more around the Dervholm and just kind of circling a bit to then see if I can spot any other entrances, if there's windows left open or that kind of thing. But otherwise, if I can't, just keep an eye on the front with Andre and stuff.
Give me a perception check if you're keeping your distance, or an investigation check if you're getting in there and looking.
I'm keeping my distance, even invisible. I don't want to.
Got it.
That is a 18.
18. Okay. Also, Leah, you are a black square. I don't know if you noticed, but
Lunch captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought as soon as I wasn't in this, there was probably no point in me being a distraction.
got it. Sure.
You can make silly faces.
Well, no, it's fun to be here going.
Okay.
I'm practicing my Scottish accent. Let you hear it.
Oh no!
Just wait till it comes out.
Oh dear.
Oh no. All right. You circle around the Dervholm. With an 18, you don't notice any. Actually, you do notice a couple windows, not big enough for a human to slip through.
How big though?
I'm gonna say, that big. So I guess a very, very slim human who is also athletic because it is on the second floor. It looks like.
Yeah.
could
I
maybe
can adjust my height and weight, but not so much that my size changes.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't go all the way down to like halfling size, but I could still just be a very short person, theoretically. But
Yeah,
I'm not gonna push it. I'm just gonna keep an eye out
Right.
to see if anything weird happens.
Okay.
Or
You're
if there
keeping
is
an
an
eye out.
opening that comes out. If like Andre leaves for some reason, I'm like, all right,
Yeah. We will.
let's go.
I will. You are there. We will get back to you.
Yeah.
Raven, Sparrow walks you towards the Harrispex's hut, and he kind of like, okay, we're going in now. I'm verbalizing it. And he opens the door. You see the large Earth Genasi, the Harrispex, kind of. Sparrow, this is a rare visit.
I've got someone has to talk to you about something, I think, right now. I didn't remember oh god, are you gonna do it?
I crawl out of Sparrow's pocket
Okay.
and I look back, make sure the door's closed.
It is not.
I sort of look at Sparrow, look at the door.
That's a natural one on insight.
Absolute fool.
Oh, you want me to leave? Okay.
And
No,
he walks out.
Oh.
Oh, does he close the door behind him?
He does.
Okay. That's something at least.
Legend.
King.
I love Sparrow so much. Okay, Raven will turn back to Raven form.
Oh,
Now,
This is strange.
yes, it is. Please do not be alarmed. I know I'm not supposed to be here. Where do I start? So, what we just tried to do was we tried to arrange an emergency meeting for you and Elia. Sparrow tried to get into the Dove home, but Andre was out front saying that no one was allowed in, and that Elia didn't want... Apparently Elia said she didn't want to leave, which that worries me. But I want to talk to you and her because... Obviously, you know that Pelaya has not been herself recently.
Yes, I've tried a few times to get Pauline to come in because I've noticed that her mood has shifted.
That's not Pelane. That is a demon which has possessed her.
Ah,
Sparrow may be able to explain more. I hope he hasn't run home. I was trying to get him to close the door, but I guess he didn't really clock that. Yes.
I apologize.
Yes.
A demon?
Yes.
Oh,
It's... So this is why I want... My companions are waiting outside of the dome. We're trying to come up with a plan to help Elaine. I believe one of us thinks we may be able to form an exorcism, which it's a big maybe, but it maybe will work. But then we have a demon in front of us.
right.
It's very complicated. I wanted to speak to you and Elia ideally.
Well, that is unfortunate. Yes,
Be able to help the most. And
Pauline has, apparently, she did not appreciate that the stag that was here apparently got away.
yes, in hindsight, it was probably a very, 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 very good thing that stag did escape.
If what you say is true, then I suppose so. How do I know you're telling the truth?
You could ask Sparrow.
Sparrow! She kind of like shouts out, and you hear like muffled on the other side of the door. Can I come in now?
I will hide out of line of sight, away from the door.
He opens the door and the Haruspex ushers him in.
What?
Can you corroborate this?
What am I corroborating?
The demon situation.
A demon came through a portal, and through an unfortunate series of events, it possessed Pelaine. Yeah.
And Haruspex kind of like looks over both of you.
I found it very hard to believe in myself when I first heard it, but the things that Pelaine requested us to do were already enough. I guess I should explain that as well. So, I had a meeting with her after we brought the stag back, and she told me the next part of her plan. Do you know Laura and Bavo, they were sent out a while ago to collect these stones that Pelaine said would help strengthen the barrier? She told you that?
I do not keep up much with Pelaine's machinations.
Very fair. Laura and Bavo were tasked with leaving to collect some stones that Pelaine said would help strengthen the barrier.
Right.
Now, what it actually turns out is these stones can absorb magical auras and then expel them violently.
Right.
Pelaine then requested that I go to the Deadwood, a place of necrotic energy, and
that
bring
is
them
not a good
back
omen.
to her. That alone was enough for me to not go along with her plans, even more so now that there's potentially a demon inside her.
Oh, well, this is tricky.
Yes, and I am now also extremely worried about Elia. As
Right.
I fear she may be in very imminent danger.
She may be. Oh. I do not know how to cure demonic possession, unfortunately.
Well, if... Me neither, if I'm going to be honest. Like I said, one of my companions, he says that he might be able to do an exorcism, but it's a might, and I don't really want to be basing a whole plan about mights. But both you and Elia made sense to be the first to know.
Yes, that is all of why you wanted to inform me, is just so I knew this?
Well,
I mean, I appreciate knowing, but...
Ideally, we wanted to have a more group discussion tonight outside of the walls, outside of the dome.
Outside the walls?
With my companions who are waiting outside there.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check at this point.
18.
18. Well, leaving the walls is a bit of a risk, but I suppose I can make the effort if this is important.
One of my companions, Itzy, she has her own version of these walls, albeit much smaller, but we will be safe.
All right then.
Ideally, I wanted to get Elia part of this as well. That doesn't look like it's going to happen. I believe my other companion, Sebastian, is currently invisible and maintaining a perimeter around the Velholm to see if anything happens.
Very well. That is good.
I don't know if there'd be any way that you might be able to get Elia out, or if you might be able to talk to Pelaine and...
Pelaine has not listened to my words in weeks and weeks at this point.
Yes, well...
I guess this explains why.
Yes, if there's any way you'll be able to get Elia out of there, if only for her own safety.
I will consider options, but it may be wisest to keep this on the down low.
Yes, that's why we're not going about and telling everyone. We're being very, very selective on who we think is most poised to help.
Right.
If you would be able to potentially meet us outside of the dome tonight. All right. With or without Elia.
Is there anything I should bring?
Probably a notebook, because we'll probably need to write some plans down.
All right then.
It's going to be a very, very big conversation and a lot of planning. A lot of ifs, a lot of buts, a lot of maybes.
Well, then I will consider this, and
I know.
See you tonight, I suppose.
I know this is a lot.
It is. I will take it one step at a time.
Yes, and if possible, please see Elia safe.
Right. It will be considered. I believe that is all.
Yes, I may need to meditate for a while, so I'm able to return to animal form and I can leave without being seen, if that's okay.
Make a persuasion check. She kind of looks at you and is like, can you not leave on your own?
I can, but it's a matter of it would be easy to be seen.
I do not want to risk another patient coming in here while...
That is a fantastic, fantastic point. I could really... it'd be great if Sebastian was here right now.
Well,
I could try and just sneak out, but it may be a risk.
I will leave the specifics up to you.
Do you have a back entrance that would be... I could leave out, or a window that would be...
She kind of looks around her very small hut.
Very fair.
There's a window in the back room.
That would probably be better than nothing.
All right then.
Sparrow, you go and get Sebastian.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'll meet you. How far is it from the Harrisbeck's home to the edge of the dome?
From the Harrisbeck's home to the edge of the dome, probably a couple minutes. It's pretty close to the edge.
Okay. I'll meet you. I'll meet you back by the others.
All right. Good luck then.
Thank you. And I'll go to the window. Before I do, I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace
Okay.
on myself, and I'm going to attempt to go as fast as I can to the edge while still trying to maintain a low profile.
Okay, I will also remind you that it's not just like open field where the barrier is. There's a series of palisades before the barrier.
Right. Okay.
You could climb over them, but it would be a check to climb over them.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'll still go that way.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
That's 10. Oh, that's a 26.
26. All right. Yeah, with Pass Without a Trace. All right. You get down after coming out of the window and sneak your way through, darting through the alleyways of these nature-y sort of homes, a lot built out of trees or vines. As you slink through Velholm back to the palisades immediately before the barrier. What you doing?
I'm not going to risk failing a check. I'm just going to bounce out my wings and just fly over.
Okay.
I'm not risking messing up a check.
Your wings come out and you soar into the sky. I spit all over myself because I'm a goblin.
Amazing.
You may want to swing that shame meter back towards me.
As you moved up one spot.
Fly over the wall, and you are out of Velholm. I will say, actually, point of order. No, never mind. You were lit through the barrier. You're good.
And then I'll just fly. I'll land. I'll go 5 or 10 minutes into the forest, and then start to make my way back around to the others.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. Sebastian.
I would have been waiting where they left me, because I know I'm invisible.
I'm aware.
Uh-oh.
About 5 minutes into watching this scene,
Excellent.
You see 2 figures approaching the front of the Dervholm. They are cloaked and hood up, black cloaks, as they approach.
Is it possible to see?
Make
get an angle to see who they are?
Perception check.
Got those.
Please roll well.
6.
Oh,
6. You definitely can't see under their hoods right now, especially with the shade of the tree overhead. It's a little tough.
Look, perception's for losers, guys. Come on.
Wow. Okay. I'm right.
Do you?
Yeah.
How far are you?
I don't know. How far am I? Is where we went to be like a bit distant from.
So the closest home would actually be about like 50 feet from the Dervholm. So
yeah, I would have kept that distance.
Are you hanging out like near the closest home?
Yeah, so that like if like Sparrow came back, I would like see him and
Okay. These figures approach Andre at the front. Are you attempting to?
I might edge a bit closer to see if I can hear any conversation they say.
Give me another perception check.
It's better tonight.
8. You don't catch most of it. You catch Andre because his voice kind of booms a little bit.
Voice carries in.
Sorry, but no
nobody's allowed into the Velholm right now, and I'm not sure I recognize you. And then you hear something from the cloaked figures, and you don't make it out. I don't know anything about... And then something else from the cloaked figures. And then Andre's demeanor shifts slightly. He's like, all right, yeah, head on in. And he moves out of the way, and the two cloaked figures enter the Velholm.
Oh,
Don't like that. Ooh.
It seems like look, all I'm saying is those guys probably had some good suggestions to give him, and we'll leave it at that. I will. I said I wouldn't throw myself into too much danger, so I will not. I will be a good, cautious boy, and I will stay back. I will not go inside.
Okay. The door does hang open for like 30 seconds, so I imagine that does tempt you a second, but...
You have no idea how tempted.
You have the sending stones, right?
Both in and out of character. Extremely tempted, but also... That seems...
Do it.
I'm glad you have some level of restraint.
You have this. You have the sending stones, right? I think we're the two who have them.
I believe Sebastian and Bender were the ones with the sending stones, yeah.
That's true. I do have
Just
the
saying.
sending stone.
Just saying.
It's true.
Up to you.
I do have those. But right now I'm focused on the very alluring door and reminding myself that I don't need to do it. I'm on my own. It's a stupid idea. I'm not gonna go in. It's
Check out the demon. Do it.
Stop tempting me.
Get me, and then we'll do
Up to you.
it.
Your decision.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
All right.
As much as I would desperately want to, both in and out of
Eventually,
character. In character,
Andre
like, is being cautious. Like,
kind of shakes his head like, oh, and he moves and closes the door behind him.
said I would be cautious. That's why I would be cautious.
Did you say Andre went inside with them?
No, he's
okay,
still
okay.
outside.
Yeah, I will. I'll still keep waiting, keeping an eye out.
Okay. Before they come back out, Sparrow would arrive. You see him like coming from the east of the village towards you.
I would, when he's in a spot that's, not obviously noticeable, I would walk over back. Hey, Sparrow.
Oh God! Oh yeah.
Sorry, couldn't really avoid startling you a bit.
Oh God.
Sorry about that. Is there any updates? So how things going?
Raven told the Harrisbecks to come see us tonight.
Okay, great.
And then she was told to figure out how to get out of there. And I bet she did it because she's cool. What's new with you?
Just a couple scary cloaked figures going into the Velholm. Just the usual. Like, I should probably head back out and see if Raven got out safely. Are you gonna stay here?
Oh gosh, do you want me to stay here?
I mean, you probably should, right? Just, go home, have a nice, try and relax,
Yeah, I want to.
And then just, when
Oh man, I've been waiting for somebody to tell me to go home all day.
And just, tomorrow when there's the meeting, if we could come along to that would probably be great.
The meeting tomorrow. Okay.
Yep. it'd probably it'd be great.
All right, yeah. If you say the meeting's okay, yeah, meeting tomorrow. Got it. I really feel like we're like kindred spirits, Sebastian.
Yeah, I feel I get you. You know, we're on the same page here.
Yeah, for sure. Wherever you are. All right, I'm gonna go home.
Yeah, see ya.
And he
I will
walks away.
leave.
Okay, you leave the area.
And then when I'm leaving, I will try and be looking for Raven. I'm on my way out, expecting to see her just straight up in the open, because that's kind of what I expect.
Give me a perception check.
15.
15.
Now I'm doing well.
You don't spot Raven out in the open anywhere.
I'll head out, try to meet back up with the group, and hope that Raven also made it out. Otherwise, I'll be heading back in.
Okay.
Just not doing anything too crazy. It was just information gathering, you know.
Right. What are the rest of you up to while they were gone?
Bender is trying to design an exorcism ritual.
What plans do you have for this ritual, Bender? What have you got so far?
Well, I was thinking we'd like lay her down in front of the gate, like on her back or something.
Tie her up, of course, so she can't escape.
Yeah, all normal stuff. Then like I'll probably do like a circle around her, just like draw like a circle with like some arcane runes on it. I'll probably like sprinkle like some of the dust on like over her heart or something. You'll be like at the base of the circle, like opposite the gate, yelling abyssal things at it.
I could give you some abyssal symbols, you know, for like banishment or whatever. And you could just put those around.
That sounds good. I mean, I would probably just do like some runes or something.
What's the god that you're gonna pray to again?
Hestius. And I just like I
Hestius
showed
have,
up my
like,
email.
a quick symbol, like a simple, small logo, shape, like a cross, the equivalent, like a really simple.
Yeah, I mean, I'll
logo.
probably put like some symbols. Hestius probably actually do like 4 fires at each point because Hestius lacks fire. Big fan of fire. And then like and the circle will be like the radius of your moonbeam, and then like you'll yell at the demon, and then you blast it with the moonbeam, and then if anyone else has anything else they want to just throw in there, you know.
I was thinking if there was like, I don't know, if it has like a cross and I could try and beam it across see if that
I think just hold like I'll just draw like the circle and then I'll do the fire
It'll
stuff.
last for like 6 seconds. So
yeah, but then you blast her with the moonbeam.
Yeah, like,
and that will like fill the circle with like holy light. Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
what go wrong?
I just had a thought. What if they wanted the stag of the forest to take over with the demon? What if they were going to try and take over the forest stag?
That would be crazy.
I mean, that would be bad.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't involve the stag in our plans. Because I was going to say, oh, it'd be really cool if we had the stag on our side. That would be sick. So much power. Wow, intelligence. Wow. But actually, maybe not.
Yeah,
maybe not.
I mean, it's risky. I mean, we could have very least asked the pixies. Pixies.
We should tell them. Hello?
Hello, pixie.
Is anybody listening? Anybody
Tilly.
small and invisible?
Hey, Tilly, there's demons in your woods.
A pixie.
You hear something in the forest?
Hmm?
Oh, it's your own voices echoing off the trees.
An echo in a forest.
They'd be like keeping tabs on us or something, right? After that weird thing happened in the front of the dome. That was kind of weird. If I was a protection detail, I'd be like, that was a bit sus. I should probably keep an eye on these people.
Yeah, maybe. But
I
mean,
think
if they
don't. Yeah, I think we don't want to get hit. Actually, I'm gonna pull out. I actually have this. I'm gonna pull out my lantern. because I know they can go invisible. So I'm just gonna pull out my lantern and look around and see if I see any of our pixie friends.
Okay. You pull out your lantern
Oh fuck.
and shine it over the area. No pixies, no. There is a small circular orb floating about 5 feet in front, or 5 feet above Zitzi.
Hey,
You don't see
order.
it, Zitzi.
Oh, how big is it? I assume Bender's staring above my head, so I
It's about that big.
This looks like the
Like a grapefruit
scrying
size.
orbs that we've seen before. Same thing? Is it the same size, right?
Looks pretty similar.
I'm just gonna wave at it like, hey, Order of the Ashen Wings, we're just out here in some woods.
Who's he talking to? Bender, who are you talking to?
There's people scrying on you right now. Above you. Say hi.
Can you piss off, please? We're busy.
Yeah, we're not doing anything that you're involved. I mean, are you involved in this? Are you
Better
trying?
not be. Sick
yeah.
of your shit.
Really, it's getting annoying.
Is it still there?
It's still there.
You gotta. You're like wizardy people, right? Do you have any tips for?
You don't know who's watching us, Bender. There's no point trying to reason with this random thing watching us. Could be anything.
Yeah, but we do know that the Order of the Ashen Wing are a bunch of bastards, and we also know that this demon is a bastard. So, you know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend or something like that. I don't know.
Unless they're just the same.
Maybe you want
They're
to help?
bastard friends.
What
Maybe
if
we
we
should
died
not
to the
talk about
demon?
anything. Maybe the demon's the one looking at us.
We can't find more interesting artifacts if you let us die to demons. Just
Yeah,
saying.
if we die to demons, then you can't take us on and kill us and be happy about it. Which is what I assume you're trying to do eventually, maybe. And if you're not, and you want to be our friends, then this is a good way of proving your friendship and loyalty.
So
This is really
there.
working.
Do you know anyone else who wanted to like watch you? It is above you specifically.
Who wouldn't want to watch?
They'd have to be like a wizardy person, or not even just like a wizard. Scrying is like a thing. Magic
Well, I do
people
hate wizards. So I did piss a few people off at the Wizard Institute. It's possible one of them took a grudge. I don't think that would be the case, though.
Probably one of the
that
kids to be
seems-
pushed to the floor. It's probably one of them.
I mean, that does seem a bit extra,
Yeah.
right? To like that.
Or
Pauline
it's,
can't scry, right? Can't she?
Maybe demons can.
No, that would be silly.
And
It's
druids
busy.
scry? Do I know if that's true or not?
You can make a nature check.
Nature check. Okay. Oh, 9.
9? Wrong.
Oh, 2.
Oh. Yeah,
If Raven was here, I could ask Raven if Drew was how to scry. She would probably know.
I jump up and down and start like waving my hand. Like,
I start
Okay.
performing like
Are
little
you-
magic tricks, like with prestidigitation, just like making things appear and disappear.
we're not clay pigeon shooting.
Eventually, the orb fades.
Aha,
Fun.
idiots. Now we're going to tell the real secret stuff. Okay. Well, so yeah, I think maybe we don't involve the stag, and that's all I got, really. Yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe.
When I do the ritual thing, can you make my voice really like, loud and
No.
boomy?
No.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna bang my drum.
I can. That's
lot.
probably good. That noise is fine. I'll
Can make
probably like
thunderclap.
make myself. Who doesn't like a thunderclap? I guess. I mean, I was thinking I could cast like Sanctuary on Blaine, and maybe that will like keep the demon from trying to like harm her. But that's tricky.
I have an idea, but I'll wait.
I want to hear it. We're alone right now.
No, I was just going to say I could cast protection from evil and good, but maybe I don't know if I should do it on you or on Pelaine, because maybe if I do it on Pelaine.
You have that spell. That's a very useful spell to have against
Yes.
evil and good things.
I have had that spell since I met you, Bender. And I've never used it.
Maybe consider that might be something to cast during this ritual thing, because you would like to
that's
protect.
what I was thinking.
Like that, it wouldn't probably like blast it out of her, but it probably would make it a lot harder for it to hold on to her. I bet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know, make it a bit slippery, like a bar of soap or something. And then the demon's like, "Oh no, I can't catch this bar of soap," and then it will be a
slippery soul. Yep.
So
souls are known to be quite slippery, right?
I mean, they stick in like your own. They stick in your own body pretty well, but like, yeah, if they're not inside your body, they do. I mean, they usually they leave this plane entirely.
They just go
after
where
a brief period of time.
They float around and they do their own thing, and they exist
is there a
everywhere.
chance it might get angry at us and like seek retribution at some point?
The
we
demon?
will probably have to kill it.
Oh
If we get
yeah,
it
no,
out
the
of her, we
demon's
will
gonna
kill
be
it.
very upset with us, but that's fine. I'm fine with that. Demons,
I'm used to that.
demons haste most people. Like they're evil, really.
Yep.
That's they're evil.
We will probably have to fight it. I'm looking forward to stabbing it. I'm gonna be honest.
You can't stab a demon.
I
You
will.
can.
I
Yeah,
can.
you can actually stab a demon.
And we will see
They are
what
vulnerable
color
to
it
stabbing.
bleeds. I'm excited to find out what color it bleeds.
I do want to
It's
ask.
about at this point that Raven, you'd be circling back towards the party.
Hey, Raven.
Is that another scrying orb? Oh, it's
No. Wait. A what?
Is Seb with you?
No.
You
I
guys
think
split
he-
up. You guys snuck it and then you split up. The whole point was you went together, so you wouldn't split up.
Yes.
But
How did you
lost
get out without
Sebastian.
getting seen?
You lost Sebastian. I start
I'll
shaking.
pull out my stone and be like,
I
Sebastian, where are you
snuck my way
at?
out. No, more importantly, a scrying
Sebastian, you're about walking through the gate when you hear that.
Where did you put him?
Oh hey guys.
They're smart people. There was probably a reason.
I guess
He's
can
right
I
there.
drop the invisibility?
He's right there.
I'd say you guys are like a couple minutes out from the gate. You're not like, because there is a guard on the gate, and you know that you can see out of the dome a lot better than you can see in, just from your time in Velholm. So you're probably a couple minutes out from the gate, so you don't see Sebastian yet.
Okay,
But he's a minute away.
most importantly, did you say scrying or
Yeah,
I
scry.
mean,
Can druids
yeah.
scry?
they can, can't they? I think it's on the
Yes, druids
list.
can. Warlock was a druid cleric bard. Oh, I can.
Yeah,
Oh.
druids can. I'm trying to.
Technically, she would need a component.
Would
Quite
Raven know
expensive.
if druid can?
Yeah,
Well,
would
Raven
Raven know
has
if you
one.
can scry eventually? I would say, Raven, you can make a wisdom nature check.
Wisdom nature. Oh, that's good. That's a +8. That's a 13.
13. You don't know for sure if that's something that you'll eventually be able to do as a druid, but it doesn't sound impossible.
Okay, right. There's a chart. I don't know. Right.
You know, it feels really weird to say this.
Who was it scrying on?
Zitzi.
No, it was probably scrying on all of us. It just happened to
No,
be
it
above
was.
me.
It's specifically one person, and it was you. I mean, it can
Okay.
probably see
As
all
you-
of us.
As Zitzi was jumping up and down, you saw the orb move up and down with her.
Just like a little
Like a
Sims
fucking
icon.
Sims.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have
That's
anything
actually how
useful to say.
Zitzi's
Why would it be
controlled.
spying on me?
Well,
Oh, they would have to
there
know.
is a chance. I think I.
Wait,
might
they
be
know
able to
me?
do that.
Yeah, you have to
Well-
know. You have to know the person to scry on them.
Who would spy on? That doesn't make any sense.
I
Wait.
did ask you that. Who would scry on you?
Well, I don't know, Bender. I know a lot of people, and
Zitzi,
mm-hmm.
you talked to Pelaine with me, didn't you?
Yeah, I did piss off her a bit. Did piss her off a bit.
No.
A bit,
But
maybe.
It was probably the demon.
It could be
It's
the Order of
possible
Ashen
that
Wings.
could be.
Unlikely.
I think we need to assume that
I'd give it a
was
50-50.
It might not be, but we need to assume it was Pelaine.
How? Yeah, that might be a bad idea.
Wait, how does this work? How do they know? How would they do that
What?
without me knowing?
Scrying? You can do all sorts of things without people knowing.
Well, that's not fair.
And anyway, more.
You do things without people knowing all the time. You cast magic on people and they don't
Well,
realize
that's not
it.
true because I tell everybody everything.
For better
I
or for
don't.
worse.
I don't believe that.
There's probably a lot of things you haven't told us, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
Like right now, Bender, I'm reaching into your bag to get myself some beef jerky. You wouldn't have known unless I told you, because I'm just that sneaky.
No, I saw your hand going in there.
No, you didn't.
I did.
But
Also, please stop reaching
Don't
into my
lie.
shell without
Yeah.
asking. It's a little weird.
there is news. So we were not able to get Alaya and the Haruspecs together.
Oh.
Andre said that no one was allowed inside the Velholm,
Huh.
and that apparently
good.
Alaya didn't want to leave.
That's
You know-
also not good.
I don't believe that.
Very not good. Yes, I'm very, very fearful for Alaya.
My suspicion meter is increasing
Am I
greatly.
back by
Thanks.
this point?
Yeah, you're getting back at this point, Sebastian.
Especially with now the possibility that Zitzi was just scryed upon.
We need to rescue Elia.
Wait, Ezekiel was just
Yeah.
cried upon?
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, Sebastian. Hi.
Yeah, while you were
Yep.
gone, there was a little orb
Where
over.
have
I
you
did some
been?
magic tricks for it. Yeah, why'd you guys split up?
Last time this
the-
happened, you got captured.
Let us know. Why don't we let them tell us the important thing that they
fairness,
found
at
out?
that point, we were together for the unimportant.
I was able to.
I was just keeping an eye out while they were having their meeting. I thought that I thought that Sparrow would get me to come back and then we'd get out together. But hey, it worked out. It's all good.
The
Sure.
Haruspecs wanted me out of her house as soon as possible, which I don't blame her for at all.
What did she tell you?
Obviously, she's very, very concerned.
Well, okay, great. But you said you told her there was a demon inside the town leader. Did she not say, "Oh goodness, that's awful, isn't it? Maybe I should help you resolve that situation"?
Well, she doesn't have any particular ways to help in terms of removing the demon from Pelaine.
Well, she can still do something, like
Yes.
you know.
Yeah,
give-
she's purifying stuff.
Yes, so
Any
I
holy
told
water.
her about that. I told her about that, and I told her to meet us outside the dome tonight, so we can have a proper group talk about it.
All right.
I also
Sounds good.
told her to see if she could check up on Alaya, and if she can, get Alaya to come with us, or to come with her in some way.
And what happens if she doesn't turn up? Hey, how is she supposed to know where to find us outside the dome? You can't exactly hang out outside there. The guards will kill you, probably.
Well, we were able to wait for Sparrow,
Yeah, it
Well,
worked out
we
all right.
weren't in view.
so we'll be out of view and wait for her.
But how is she supposed to know where we are? Well, anyway, that's irrelevant.
We
We'll-
What
told
if
her
she
the
doesn't
direction.
turn up?
I mean, if she doesn't come, then we just have to do it without her.
Yes, yes.
We
If
just
she doesn't turn up, then we're on our own with this.
I don't like that.
If the Haruspecs turns up, then we have one more person to help. If Alaya turns up as well, then we have two.
I say we fly
just-
in and burn the dev home.
So about
No.
the
See, that's not
Durham
happening.
stuff, while I was watching, though I did have some opportunities to go inside, but I decided not to because
Oh, that might have been
felt
useful.
like
Would've been-
felt like a very dangerous thing to do on my own when there's a demon in there.
Yep.
If it was just like people,
That's very
right in.
That's very-
Demon.
Mhm.
You know, if you think about it, there could always be a demon inside a home. Anyway, what'd you
Did you
see?
see anything important?
Why would you say that? The important thing is that, so Andre was guarding the door, but I couldn't get a good look at these people and couldn't tell exactly all what they were saying. But these two people in like dark robes came up and I started talking to him, and Andre was like, "No, I don't recognize you. Don't come in." And then someone else said something, and he was suddenly like, "Oh yeah, sure, come in." And it looked like that, and it looked like that thing you do, ZC, where suggest.
charm him? I know I should have gone in.
You should have led with that.
I'm not saying they charmed him, for sure, but I am like 100% sure they charmed him.
Did he do anything weird? Did he get a
Well,
black
he just
look
like
on his
let
face?
them in.
How many legs did they have?
Well, they were wearing robes, so
Full length robe? Did they have tails?
Did they have tails where they should have legs?
Once again, they were wearing
snakes?
just big robes, and I couldn't see anything.
Were the hoods
And I
like
was
really
a bit-
pulled out,
and I
like
was
there's like a
and
cobra
I
head
didn't
in
want to
there?
get too close because once again, the demon.
Maybe we should break in there now.
Yeah,
this is extremely bad.
I'm in
give them
favor
more
of that.
Now
Yeah.
as it seems-
I don't want to sit around and do nothing.
What
You
was I
guys-
saying when the scrying orb came by? I was talking about
We were talking about how we were gonna exercise.
bag,
We were gonna talk about the exercise.
exercising a demon.
They're gonna know, so we cannot wait. I think we should just
I still have the
Right,
try
lantern
and go
out.
in.
By the way.
Sparrow hasn't let all of us in, has he?
No.
Oh, did you bring him
But if
with
you're an
you?
animal, you don't need to be let in. That's what I said.
Yes.
I sent him home, so I mean, I can find him,
Yes.
and I can be like, "Hey, Sparrow,
Get everyone in now.
you know."
Emergency.
Okay,
Yes, I
best
think
case
that's a good
scenario.
idea.
The scrying orb was sent by the Order of the Ashen Wing, and they'll just catch up with us at some point down the road. We don't have to worry
Yeah,
about
we'll
that
we'll
right
get
now.
something really cool and
We
they'll
do
steal it
have a
from us.
history of getting watched by orbs.
Yep.
It's true.
Worst
Question.
case scenario, that was Pelaine, and now she is probably sacrificing her sister or something, and there are two strange-headed people inside
We
the
have to
phone,
go.
and we can't get in.
Look, quick
Yeah,
question.
And
If
she
we get past the wall, as in like I blink past it like I've done before, even if I'm not allowed in, am I going to implode?
No. Wait, would you not remember when we were banished? It was just like, like walking through quicksand. It was like, feeling a bit heavy and stuff. It was fine. It was
If
tolerable.
things
We might
get-
have to suck it up and do that.
I mean,
We don't
that
just get,
sounds
like,
that
ejected
sounds really
out.
bad if we're like stuck in there. I mean, you also got to realize. I mean, the rest of the people in there think that we're not allowed to be in there. I don't want to fight a whole village.
I do.
No, it's
Zitzi,
even not.
you really, you
We're
really
not
don't,
doing that.
Zitzi.
The Haruspex knows, and we just have to tell everyone at that point. There's a demon. We're trying to save you. Haruspex will back us up. Look, we cannot stand here and do nothing. I think you guys need to go to Sparrow's house and tell him to let us
Yes.
in.
Yes.
Make him let
What
us in.
time is it?
I'm gonna
Getting
say
towards the
it
evening?
is about 5 in the afternoon. Not quite sunset, but actually getting close because you are well into fall at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I think as soon as like we get to sunset, get some darkness, we can sneak in because we're not gonna be able to disguise ourselves in. I think we're just gonna have to sneak in the front gate, sort of.
Yes.
Unless someone can make us all invisible. I can't be invisible today.
No, I can't.
I
And
can
I'm
make a
all out
couple
of-
people invisible, but
I'm
not
all out
everyone.
of Animal
I
uses.
think-
That's why I had to sneak away.
I could make 3 people invisible, but then I would be like,
How many people can you
that's
make invisible?
quite a lot of
Zitzi?
work.
Well, you don't-
I can only do one a day, and I already did it. I mean, I could technically do 2, maybe 3 people, but not till tomorrow. Wait, can I upcast flute spells?
I don't believe so.
Oh, okay, never mind. This one.
By rules as written, no. I'd let you do it because you'd be expending 2 resources, both the flute spell and
No.
the spell slot. So I'd let you do it.
Okay. Well, I can't do it till tomorrow, but I could technically make 2 of us invisible, maybe 3.
I don't know if we can wait till tomorrow. Oh boy.
I think
No,
Sebastian.
I don't think we can.
Right now.
I've
people
still got
invisible.
polymorph. I can still turn one of us into an animal. Myself. If I turn myself into an animal, can
Actually,
I do it?
also I can do is I can.
You can,
I mean,
you
it's
can
a
drop
pretty,
concentration on a spell anytime you want.
Okay, cool.
it's a pretty big spell. So like it's a decent amount of work. But I do have a spell that would let me put an illusion around all of us while we went in, so we could just go in as a
Invisibility
group.
cloak.
Oh, that would be.
It's not straight up invisibility. I need to make us look like something,
We could
but
look
I
like a
could make
bear.
us look like something.
Bagsy, not the back end.
That
Oh,
doesn't
we
stop.
it could look like a group of hunters returning, maybe though.
That doesn't
Hmm.
stop the main issue of only me and Sebastian are allowed inside right now.
Yeah,
That's
one of
why
you,
guys
one of you needs to run
will
back
make
in and
Sparrow
make.
change it.
Yeah,
Yes,
One of you guys can go do
Sebastian,
that.
I think. Are you able to go invisible again?
I can go invisible again.
I mean, can you just look like someone else? That might be easier.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I can also just look like someone else, but
Okay,
you know,
Like a
there's
hunter
the
run
risk
in.
in that is looking like the wrong person. You know,
At this point, I don't think. I think we've taken all the risks I think we need to take all the risks we need.
Make yourself look like Sparrow. He's at home. He's not outside. It wouldn't be
Yes.
weird seeing him walk around. Working to go.
I already saw him come in.
Transform into Pelaine just to really fuck with them.
But
I think maybe just one of the hunters.
yes. And while that's happening, I'll try and meditate, and hopefully I could get
Just
my animal.
Yeah. Just be sneaky and don't get seen.
So what all is the
On that note, I'm
plan?
going to start attempting to take a short rest so I can get my.
All right,
You-
you're attempting to start a short rest.
You go
Good.
back in, get Sparrow to let us all in.
Okay.
Then you
Tell
come
him that
back,
it's extremely important
or you
that he
could
does
just.
it.
Oh no, because you have to get us out. So yeah, then you come back here. You do your siege spell. Where we all look as like different people. We all walk back in as like a group of hunters. Oh, just returning because it's the end of the day. Haha, I didn't find anything. And then we go straight to the Velholm. And I mean, it sounds like you could just say anything to Andre, and he'll move aside. So that'll be Zitzi's department.
I'm still figuring out exactly. I haven't used this spell before, so I'm trying to figure out if this would actually work exactly the way I want
Is it-
to
is it-
use it.
Is it seeming?
No,
Or is
it's
it
like a
different?
homebrew thing. It's
okay.
it's like it's kind of like a major image, but it's functions a bit differently.
Okay. It's like, yes. I mean, seeming would be really good, but I think that's like a 5th level spell.
It's essentially like a major image that I can have travel along with someone, and I can choose like people near to it can be like can ignore it.
Part of the interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
Everyone
just
caravan, and we're all in the caravan.
whether I could like if I wrap an illusion around like one person, could I have like would I need to make an illusion big enough to cover everyone? Is the question, or would I just be able to?
Yeah. If everyone was packed in like sardines, you could probably make that work.
Yeah,
We have
it's
to.
tricky. I'm not sure exactly how well it would work.
Zitzi, you can.
How far
Can
in
you
is
talk
the
our way?
Velholm? How far in is the Velholm from the entrance of the town?
What was that?
How far in, like, from the entrance to
The
the
Velholm is in the exact center of the village. It's about 15 minutes from any given entrance.
I mean, can we get over the wall? How hard would it be to get over the wall?
I don't know. I could blink one of us through over to the other side of it. Only one person.
Try to climb over.
I have a rocket pack. I can fly over it quite easily. That's 2 people.
I could put someone in the bag, and
Blink you over. Take them with you.
well, I can blink myself over. But I was saying I could put someone in the bag and take them with me.
There we go. That's 5 of us. Someone in your bag. You take the 2 of you over. I send someone else over, and I fly over. No, it's just
Well,
more
if we're just
fun.
gonna we're just sneaking in too, technically Seb could stay over here. Like Seb could just stay on the side of the wall, and we go over the wall. And Raven can just be a mouse. So we only need 3 of us. So yeah, you could just take Zitzi, and I could just blink over myself.
Sounds like a plan.
I mean,
So-
if we find Sparrow, then we can retroactively get him to accept us in. I mean, I don't know why you didn't anyway. That's just
we
stupid.
just have to
We should have-
tell him to do it.
Right.
We have to make him do it. If not,
I think Seb and Raven go back in, talk to our good friend Sparrow, and get him to let us in. It shouldn't be hard. He'll do that, I'm pretty sure.
And then once he says he's done it, Sebastian can just tow you through the stone, and the 3 of us can blink over
Yeah.
the wall and meet you at the Velholm.
Yeah,
So
and
wait
then we
for that
just
one to come
we
back.
just sneak our way to the Velholm, and
Yep.
you know, you can probably do the same thing those hooded figures did to Andre. If getting him out of the way, I think would be good. And then we're in the Velholm, and then we'll see what's in there, and hopefully be ready for anything.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So, who's doing what?
I'll be heading in.
All right. Anyone just on
I'll
your own?
be in invisibility just to be safe.
Okay.
So
What's your
Raven-
passive perception?
Mine.
Mhm.
10.
10. Okay.
I think Raven's going in with you.
Yeah,
She's
Raven.
on wild shape now. She has no wild shapes left.
Oh,
We're short
yeah.
resting. Oh,
You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Sorry, I'm dumb. I was attempting to take a short rest to get my wild shapes back.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
been
right.
it's been
You get a minute.
8 minutes. So
I guess yeah, we could wait. I mean, we could probably
if you
do a
guys
short rest after
are you guys waiting an hour or are you going?
Well, if
I mean,
I'm happy for if I'm not able to finish one, then we just go. But then we just go, and I can just not take the short rest if time is.
yeah, you just how are you getting over the? This is how you're getting over the wall.
I can probably climb up.
How should I shove you in the bag and pop over myself?
Yeah,
Hopefully
or
you can try to climb.
the only reason why I flew over
How
to
Sykes
get
is
out
getting
is
over.
because I didn't want to risk being seen or failing the check, but I could probably just climb up.
I don't want to get risky climbing over the palisade either. We're also going to probably pass out a trace to get to the Velholm.
Mm.
I mean, you have another one of them spells.
Yeah, no, I've got another pass without trace.
All right, yeah, because that's probably how we have to get to the Velholm. So we don't get like
Yeah.
spotted. Like I'd say, do
Oh,
that before we
lovely.
break through the trees and then get over the wall and
Yeah.
then get to the Velholm.
Yeah.
First thing is, Sebastian has to go and
Yeah.
make Sparrow let us allowed in.
Seb's going in anyway.
All right. So, Seb, you head back through the gate. What are you invisible or are you
Yeah, I'm using an invisibility. Just playing it
Okay.
super safe.
invisible once again as you pass through? And you navigate your way back to Sparrow's home, which you have been before, so you know where it is. Are you... What you doing?
You know, he has a window in his bedroom. I think.
Yeah, I
we
don't.
saw that before, right?
Well, I don't want to seem like a creep, but it's just got to be done. I'm gonna peek through the windows to try and find him.
Okay, give me a perception check.
14.
14. Yeah, you peek through the window and you can see he's kind of laying on his bed, kind of looking up at the ceiling. With a 14, you notice his eyes look a little puffy.
You know what? Actually, I'm kind of glad he's crying. You should be crying about this.
Technically,
this is his fault.
Out.
But yes, that's healthy.
Oh shit.
I guess I'll.
Raven cried. So.
If it's not breaking invisibility, I'll try and lightly knock on the window.
Oh no, she's coming for me.
Hey, Sparrow. Just trying to be quiet, but say like, hey, Sparrow.
Oh. Wait,
Oh no.
No.
Sebastian?
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry to bother you. I'm sorry I keep startling you. It's hard to avoid it.
Oh, okay.
Just could you allow the rest of my friends in through the barrier? Because it seems like we might need to move a bit faster than we planned.
Are they gonna be disguised and invisible and stuff?
Yeah,
Nobody's
don't worry.
gonna know that it's them.
Oh yeah, we're not fools. We're not just gonna come charging in the front door. It's all okay.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage because you've built up a rapport with Sparrow.
Got a rapport.
He's friend.
14.
14.
Okay. Well, only if they promise to keep quiet and stuff, then. All right.
We won't make any noises at all.
I'm gonna beat
And
this
he
kid.
concentrates, and you watch as a sourceless wind once again slightly blows through his blonde hair, and he opens his eyes.
Okay. They can go through now.
Thanks, Sparrow. You're the best.
Oh, I'm not.
I do.
Perfect.
It's important not to lie to people sometimes.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
That Marlowe.
Oh.
But okay, in fairness, like
He did it.
if we win, no one's gonna complain about us getting let in. If we lose, I mean, he's fucked anyway. So
He's summoned a demon anyway. He's screwed either way if we don't win.
I just,
you know, it's.
He'll
said
be
this is-
fun.
You said this is like the dome, but I actually know that you can't like teleport through it.
I think you've made enough Arcana checks on this dome to know
Yeah.
that you probably can't teleport through it. You can't. You
Okay.
haven't tried yet. You probably can't
yeah.
teleport through it if you're not allowed in. Anyways, that's the conclusion you've come to.
Okay, because I know, like, I mean, with like Zitzi's dome, right? Like, I couldn't teleport through that. I'd be able to teleport.
Yeah, this
through that.
dome also. This is it. It seems to very rudimentarily be based on Lehman's tiny
Right.
hut, but it's
But it's
very,
different.
very different.
Yeah,
But also,
like,
if I'd given you permission to come in, you could come in however way you wanted.
I would not be able to teleport through. Because all magic is blocked, like matter. Like you can't sit in the dome and go pew 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 outside of it, no matter what.
No, you can't do that. But
I would assume a teleport is similar. That's sort of a like.
spells and magical
ruling
effects
type
can't
thing.
extend through the dome or be cast through it.
Teleport's weird. Teleporting's
Gray area.
weird because
Teleport
it's
is weird.
not. It depends on the interpretation, but like
Because it's not
if you're passing
extended...
through it, or if you're just on one side and then
Yeah.
evaporate,
It's very much a
and
DM
then you
ruling.
appear on
type
the
thing.
other.
Like I feel like a Misty step, like a short range type teleport, would probably be more of like a pass through. I mean, like you could probably like a teleport circle inside of it. I feel like, but yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Sebastian, are you heading straight back? Or are you doing anything else?
Yeah, I'll be heading straight back.
Oh,
right.
aren't you just messaging me on
is
the
the
stone?
Dorfhome at all on the way, or is that?
No, it is. It would be the opposite direction.
Okay, then I just head straight back.
about equidistant from.
Are you-
I was just thinking that if it was on the way, I'd swing by it on the way just to see if anything is out of place. But if it's not, if I'd have to go out of my way, I'd just go straight back.
Are you messaging us on the stone? I thought that's what we were saying we were doing.
Oh yeah. I would say like yeah. You can come in now. I'll come back and meet you guys.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna stay over there and we climb over the fence.
Yeah, I could meet you guys. Like, why not meet up?
Sure. Cool. Yeah.
We have to
Well,
meet up at some point.
Yeah, inside the dome. I was thinking that's fine.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm meaning.
Oh, I thought you were saying like come back to like where we are in the forest.
Oh no, I was saying like you guys can come in. I'll meet you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's all very confusing.
We've like a 5-minute conversation. We've like a
I was
5-minute
being
conversation.
quite clear.
Okay. Yeah,
I
I'll
just
get that
want to
message and be like,
inside.
come on, guys, let's go in. Raven,
good
you want to
to
make
see
us? Yeah.
I have
Once we
not
get
got the
close.
short rest off.
What was that?
I'm going to assume I have not got a short rest off.
It's been 10 minutes.
Ah, okay. Fair. Oh,
We can go through
this is
there,
gonna be-
so it's
this is gonna
fine.
be interesting.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry, bud.
I should have short rested before. Okay. Pass without a trace is cast. Oh boy.
I'm going to give Zitzi the lantern of revealing just to hold. It'll be like closed off, so we're not shining green lights. But like once we get inside, like if there's invisible stuff, just like open it up, and you'll see it.
You wouldn't know until you opened it up if there is new invisible stuff.
Yeah, but like once we're inside, I figure that might be useful.
Does it just turn itself on when I open it?
Yeah,
open it.
it's got oil in it. It's like a hooded lantern type deal. So like you just
Oh.
it's
Is it lit right now?
it was lit earlier. It's got. I mean, it's a lantern. So it's like 8 hours of like.
Oh yeah, but you can
Yeah.
you can snuff a lantern if you want to conserve oil.
I'll let it burn for 6 hours on 1 pint of oil. Yeah, I'll let it keep burning. I'll light it up again then.
I've got some oil.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I make oil like every other day.
I'm
Okay.
just asking.
Yeah. No, it'll be lit, and then like it's just lifted to see things.
All right.
Let's go.
So how are you getting over this wall?
All right, Vesper. I'm not sure if we could teleport over. We might have to climb.
I'm going to use my pack gun. I'm just going to fly over it with the jetpack.
Boy.
Oh
All right.
boy.
Roll.
I can try
roll
and
the-
carry someone, but I'm not the strongest. But if someone light wants to get in my arms, you're
Probably
welcome.
not. Probably not me.
Not you, top man. Anyone else?
Yep.
Zizzy, wanna come?
I am the tallest of the group, and I am probably not very lightweight.
Raven, you wanna hop in my arms? Give it a try.
Go on, Raven. You're tiny.
Sure.
I'll try. I'm gonna grab Raven and see if I could just hold her up for a short time. Before I activate the patch. Just try and lift her up briefly.
What is your strength score?
8. Sorry, happening, but
Raven, how much do you weigh?
I don't actually have that written down, but I have 161 pounds of equipment on me.
You can't lift Raven.
Well,
I have an idea.
She's weighed down by a bunch of shit.
I cast levitate on Raven with my flute.
Oh.
Right now, if you grab her, you should be able to carry her.
I will also mention.
Oh gosh.
The pack is not subtle.
Yep. I don't care. I'm gonna fly over.
Wait, Vesper,
it.
can you just climb over it? You're very good at climbing, right? You climbed that tree earlier.
I think
I can climb it very easily. Okay, fine.
I'm holding Raven like a balloon right now.
We'll push Raven to levitate over, and I just climb over.
Yeah, you can just grab Raven by the scruff and just climb up, and it should be
okay. Make an athletics check or an acrobatics check, but the DC's higher for an acrobatics.
It's definitely going to be an acrobatics check. That's a 25.
25. Yeah, easy enough.
Woo!
You scurry up one of the logs, and it does come to a point at the end, but with a 25, you vault your way over without taking any damage from the top.
How well built is this fence?
Actually, pretty damn well built.
Damn. To say, I could try.
It's actually kind of beautiful in a way. The logs kind of cross-hatch in a way that you've never seen before.
Damn it, Darnelli's way too good at what she does, and I'll try to climb over it.
Am I getting in your backpack?
Sure, why not?
I don't know how I'm getting across.
Just hold your breath.
Oh,
You got 10 minutes.
do I have to? Oh my god, I hate this so much.
It's very clean in there.
And I'll just jump in.
All right.
And Raven, you levitate out over the top of it easy. I imagine. Vesper, do you drag Raven over the wall, or do you just let her hover there?
I kind of as I'm climbing up, I'm trying to assist her over.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. You tug at her leg and kind of pull her like a tugboat through the air, and you are now hovering over the other side of the wall.
Yeah, I'll just try to.
All right, make an athletics.
How tall
check.
is the wall, too? By the way, just for
being in the air is great.
Backup options. I'm thinking
12 feet.
I've got another option.
Okay. Oh. Come on.
9. Okay, with a 9, you have enough time here that you're not just gonna keep falling off this wall over and over and failing. With a 9, you take 5 points of piercing damage as you bring yourself over the wall, and the sharp bits poke at the soft bits under your shell.
Oh.
What are you doing up there? Jesus Christ.
You're basically just you're just hanging on to Slice, because Slice is in the bag with you. Holds up.
Just hanging out.
You can't breathe in here.
Yeah. You got 10 minutes here, you'll be fine.
But did you get over?
I mean, if I got the piercing damage, I assume
you got the piercing damage.
Over.
You're now hanging over. If you with a 9 actually, you take an additional 5 points of bludgeoning as you fall over the other side of the wall.
Ow.
And I
I'll open the bag for you to you just slither out.
You're as majestic as ever.
What are you doing?
Were you holding your breath?
Yeah, it stinks in there.
No, it doesn't.
It does. It smells.
Raven will healing hand roll radiant soul.
You are still in the air. You're still levitating.
Oh, can you bring her down? Did he?
You might want to catch her.
I think you could just bring her down gently, right?
Is someone attempting to catch her?
I was like bringing her down like while she's levitating already, so I imagine she's not too far off the floor.
Yeah, she's about 6 feet off the ground.
I will attempt.
I'm like assisting her down, you know.
Make an athletics check with disadvantage because you're not trying.
Guess he's got no modifier on advantage on athletics.
I have a -1.
I have a.
That was a 13 and it went to a 1.
Oh my
That's
god.
a nat 1.
Oh no.
With a nat
This
one,
is very important that we're doing this quietly.
with a nat 1, you kind of like lazily outstretch your arms and look up, and she's coming down on your head, and she flattens you like a pancake. That's 6 points of bludgeoning damage, half between the two of you, so you each take 3.
Oh,
Well,
God.
one of you could have helped. I've got a flute in my hands. What did you expect to happen?
Can you just bring her down? Like, can you not
Christ.
just like bring
Well,
her
I
back
could
down
have
after
cast
you lift her
Featherfall,
up?
but then
No, can you just
No,
like levitate her down?
no, because she's like free motion. Like you need to have something to.
Don't you control if she goes up or down or not?
I don't think so. The target can move only by pushing or pulling against a fixed object or surface within reach.
Yeah.
I don't have any
Can
control
you-
of it.
Keep reading.
Keep reading.
You change the target's altitude by up to 20 foot in the direction of your turn.
Raven has no control. You, as the spellcaster, levitated.
No, if you are the target, you can move up or down as part of your move.
Wait, can you?
Read your spell list. Yes, it says that.
The more you learn.
I guess.
Yeah. Alrighty.
But yeah, Bender, you heal 7 hit points.
Oh, if you are the target, that would be
Healing
your. If you're casting this, if you are casting the spell on yourself,
Yeah,
is what that means.
The sentence
Yes,
is
that's what
you
that
can change the target's altitude by up to 20 feet in either direction on your turn. If you
Well,
are the target,
anyway.
you can move up or down.
We also know
fine.
that he has no common sense or really gives a shit. So
It's all
Like-
fine.
the consequences
Regardless.
of my actions.
You are
Wow.
over the wall.
Yay.
Sebastian, where are you going to meet them?
I feel like we.
I'd be coming over to where.
I'd like
near-
describe where we've crossed over.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey,
Okay.
where are you guys?
We're by the
Yeah,
house
so-
that's like kind of part of a tree, but like it's got these big like two giant tree houses on the right and the left side. One's slightly taller than the other.
Okay, that's definitely a description that I know.
It's to the west.
Got it.
Meet him at the Dove home. We're heading there
We
anyway.
need to hurry because if she,
Yes.
Yep.
We meet him at the...
Elia might be in danger.
Let's
Tell him that
let's
to meet
get-
us at the Dove home.
Where's the visitor from?
Oh, I meet up with you guys first.
All right, meet us up. Meet us. That's it. Meet us.
You.
Oh, okay.
Get out yourself.
Oh god.
So, everyone else, where are you going?
I assume we are stealthily moving towards the Dervholm.
All right, make a stealth check.
You do. You pass without a trace.
Sebastian, make a perception check to see if you spot where they're going,
You know
or
what?
if you spot them on the journey.
I'm just
Did
gonna
you ever-
roll
Nope.
20.
Did
It's
you
an
pass without a trace?
Yeah, pass without a trace is up.
I guess I will meet them there. The classic, we make a good plan, and then people
Yeah.
just don't.
Just go to there.
I rolled 28.
Nice.
It's a 25. 28.
18.
Is that with the plus 10?
Yep.
Okay, so wait, what were the, so 28, 18. You also roll one, Sebastian. I just realized I never had you roll one.
For Bender, it's a 26.
Do I get advantage because I'm invisible?
You do indeed.
Thanks.
Was that
God. Hey, I'm not saying it was a 1, but
I got a
but now
26.
it's a 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
29 for me.
29 and Bender.
Yeah, 26 for me, and then a 29 for Slice.
Is sliced out of the bag?
Yeah.
Okay.
I pulled him out when I had
probably
full
pulled him
dizzy out.
I probably pulled him out when I was like.
You're just holding him.
You feel pretty damn hidden, all of you, in Pass Without Trace Land.
Yeah.
Sebastian,
What a spell.
you are ducking through all right. With your invisibility, it's more, since you don't have to worry about being seen right now. This stealth check is all about you also trying not to be heard. So you are taking the path of least resistance through everywhere you go, trying not to step on
Twigs
any
on the ground.
leaves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is our actual plan here, apart from trying to save Alaya? We need to
Do we have one?
infiltrate the Dove home.
We're breaking in and we're going to save them.
Okay. I'm gonna try and suggest very nicely that the man on the front door lets us in.
And if that doesn't work?
We just go to the door and open it anyway.
If that doesn't work, I polymorph him into a frog and we put him in a box.
Okay, that works.
That's actually not a bad plan.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Okay. So, as you approach the Durf home, Sebastian, you don't see the team anywhere.
I'm waiting at the Durf home for them to show up.
All right. You've all approached here. Sebastian and Raven, you notice that something has changed, and all of you just kind of see the Durf home in front of you, big tree, golden leaves. Andre is not at the front door.
Oh no. Oh,
We gotta go!
Why is Andre not? Okay.
There's nothing that could possibly be wrong about
There's no
that.
bodyguard. I can
We gotta
save my spells.
Open the door. We gotta go.
Yeah, let's
Alright, let's go to the door.
Wait. Where's Sebastian?
Sebastian went to Durf home. Where are you?
I'm at the Durf home. Where are you?
We're both going to the front. I'm headed towards.
I'm at the Taco Bell.
I'm at the Pizza Hut. Oh, it's a combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. I see. Front door
Everyone
then.
has had a conversation like this in text. He's trying to find where the fuck.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
All right, we're now at the front door. Just say hello.
I head on over and I'm
We're
sure we
going
can
in
find
the
each
front
other.
door.
You're crowded here at the front door.
there
Do
you are, Stan.
you open the door straight up, or what you doing?
I'm
I'll
opening.
I'll put my ear to it. I want to
Okay.
listen.
The first thing I do is like tap Zeetzi on the opposite shoulder from the side I'm on.
Does he make a
carry on.
perception check?
You know what? I'm gonna roll the roll 20 because roll 20 is nice to me. This is gonna fucking.
Let's see.
I'm gonna
Oh,
regret this. 21, baby.
21. Okay. You do hear two voices inside, speaking to each other. Both voices you recognize. One, the voice of Krimmel, the gate guard, and the other, the voice of Andre.
He's inside. Shh.
And Krimmel is saying, "Are you sure about this, Andre? Doesn't feel right." And Andre says, "No, Roger, of the question. Do you think we got hired for our brains, or we got hired for our brawn?" Well, technically, we didn't get hired. But it's for the, you know what I mean. Just do your job, Krimmel. Fine.
Okay. So the guy from the gate is inside there, and he's talking to Andre.
is he coming out?
I don't think so.
They say.
Well, they're just gonna do their job. But also, they said they're not very smart. So what I'm thinking is, we just burst in there and just say, "We're here. We've been requested by Pelaine." Did you really believe her when she said we were ousted? That was all obviously a ruse, you idiots. And then we just try and persuade them that they were mistaken.
Tell them to let nobody
try
in.
That, if you want to try that, then be my guest, Itzy.
With a 21, you also hear some footsteps
Oh,
coming towards the door.
Hey, shush.
I back up from the door. Like 5 feet to the side.
Yeah.
Moving out of the way of the door.
All right, you all kind of flatten up against the side of the tree as the door swings
Yeah.
open. And you see a hooded figure walk out.
Does the shape look familiar?
Make a perception check.
Am I able
Does
to,
it look like one of the guys I saw from before?
It is one of the guys you saw before.
Can I
That's
make out their
11.
face? Am I able to
11.
make their face?
You can also make one. Just you two, though.
Or just give me advantage.
Ah.
I already...
Because I hit a natural 20.
Oh,
You can't really give each other advantage if you can't talk to each other.
Yeah.
that's a natural one.
Oh,
fuck's sake.
no.
Neither of you taken any details about this person. You're too focused, flattening up against the side of the tree, trying not to be seen as they kind of come out and walk away from the Derfome. This lone figure in a dark hood.
Should we stop them? Should we grab them?
I don't know. I don't...
Is there any alleyways near us, like dark, quiet alleyways?
It's flat land, 50 feet all around the Derfome.
Shit. Okay, right, here's the plan. We either follow him and grab him, or her, and then, interrogate them.
Do it now.
But
They're
we
walking
need to
away.
wait for them to
There
get
they go.
somewhere quiet. We need to wait for them to go quiet first.
Or are we just going in?
Or we just go inside. Wait, can anybody incapacitate him if we interrogate them and we need to, make them shut the fuck up?
I can hit him really hard.
Oh, okay, that will work. And then I'll just walk after.
Okay.
Figure.
Oh, we're just okay. We're doing this.
You're gonna have to hit it.
I'm gonna wait until they get near a alleyway or somewhere that seems dark and quiet, and then I'm literally just gonna run and bash him into the alley.
All right, make
That's
make an athletics check. I think this is technically like you're knocking him prone. So yeah.
That's
You
a 2.
tackle him to the floor. Ooh.
You run up and attempt to body check him, and he what? It quickly darts, and you kind of slam into a nearby wall. It's like, who the fuck?
I run up.
I'm trying to grab him.
Are you close to me? Are you close enough to do
The
this?
minute you
We're
ran
all
up, I
following,
ran.
Oh.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
run after you.
We're all following you.
I pulled my crossbow out.
Okay,
I
who's doing
already
what? Who's doing what? One at a time.
Right,
I'm
I
training
cast
my crossbow
suggestion.
at him.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're casting
pulling out.
suggestion. Vesper has a crossbow out.
Yep.
I was gonna tell Sykes to try to tackle him. This Sykes is pretty good.
Okay, Slice is also coming in for a tackle. First, do this saving throw against suggestion. That is, I gotta look up some stats.
Zitzi just basically in their attempt to try and knock this guy into alley, just hit him with a pool noodle.
Basically. It's like walking into a wall, just bouncing off. Like, doing. I think I'm still vibrating from the impact.
All right.
Like a
That
doll.
will be a 13.
That fails. Excellent. I suggest you come with us right now and tell us the truth. And then I'll just drag him into the alley.
Right. All right.
I think it's a 10. Athletics.
As he's following you into the alley, he kind of kicks Slice away,
Okay, all right. And then I
alright,
grab
fine.
him and I forcibly sit him down. Or
I pull
I don't
the
know who
hood
they are. They might be
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, take the hood
They-
off.
You
Pull the hood
you
off.
And I take
pull
the
the
hood
hood off. It is a bald man with a very not familiar, but a bit of scales under the eyes and scales down the chin.
Oh,
Can't say I didn't expect that one.
Yeah.
fuck me. Okay. Who are you? What's your name?
You said tell
I'm
us everything.
Seymour.
Seymour.
Seymour the snake.
What are you doing in the Dove home?
We were having a meeting with Pelaine.
About what?
Why?
She requested us. A message on a bird. She wanted our help.
With what?
She told us to go to the Deadwood to procure necrotic energy from items known as Wavestone.
Give me the stone. Did she give you a stone?
My associate has them currently.
Where is your associate?
Still in the Velholm.
Fantastic. Thank you. To the Velholm now. And I start walking.
Wait, what about
That
this
was
guy?
not the... Okay.
Wait. What are you? Who? Where are you from? Who's your boss? What are you doing?
My boss.
Yes. Who controls you?
As my application tries to catch up to my frantic clicking.
Nobody knows.
Oh no. Honestly, maybe too many notes.
There's never
My
enough.
laptop
Never
is
enough.
slightly melting.
Oh god.
It's fine. This is fine.
fine.
Everything is.
I mean, in some ways,
cool. I'm
it sees
alright
the
with this.
current boss, right?
A little bit. Oh, this sucks. Hold on.
Hey, just make it up and then change the name.
I want my notes app to work for other things as well because I don't know what's gonna happen next.
What?
So
Me,
Probably useful to have a working notes there.
yeah,
Probably.
okay. I work for Esna Vindal. She's a great scientist for the Auntie.
Oh, and what is she up to?
She's developed a plague that seeps into all non-snake-like entities.
Nice. Okay, why?
We want to weed out the weaker forms from the lesser species that wouldn't survive under Yonti rule.
Right, you're all fucked up. This is why I left. You see this? Fucking ridiculous.
What?
You're still telling us everything, remember?
Right, yes. Pelaine also wanted us to track down figures who called themselves the Charcuterie.
Who's that?
Oh,
What
yeah,
a
bunch of
dumb
bastards.
name.
That's a
Yeah.
terrible name. I hope you find them. Oh.
I do as
Yeah,
well.
we actually saw them. You know, they were.
They're probably-
heading south.
Really?
Probably by the
what is
spiders,
that?
actually.
Give me a deception check.
Oh my god.
Do it.
Donk. 27.
27. He
Nice.
kinda looked at me, he was like,
Well, thank you.
No problem. Thanks for being so forthcoming.
I'm gonna look at Vesper and just be like,
I'm going
Like
to, I'm
behind.
going to release
Like-
the arrow. The minute Zetsu steps a foot away, I'm going to shoot the arrow
I'm
into
just
his face.
I'm gonna try to
Okay.
smash.
Right in the eye. Right in the eye.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try to like.
yeah, I
smash
won't
the
make
skull
this I won't make this like a combat thing. It's easy enough to kill someone you have restrained with a crossbow to the eye.
Yep.
Feels bad, man.
Right, okay, to the Velholm now.
I'll
yes.
pull out the arrow, shake it off,
No,
and put it back in my
no,
my
I'm not gonna stop.
quiver.
Wait, what about the body? What are you going to do with the body? You can't
Just
just
turn
put
it-
a body
we have-
here.
I turn
We
it
have
face
bigger
down and
issues.
just like put the cloak over it, so like it looks like somebody's just sleeping.
I will go to the Velholm.
Very home.
Patchy.
I kick him in the face for good measure.
in the like
Alright.
bleeding hole.
Christ.
Oh, please don't
The
disrespect the
arrow.
deck.
Fuck you, Seymour.
It's fucked up.
I miss you,
wait,
Seymour,
so-
the snake.
Pelaine, Pelaine doesn't even want us.
Yes.
She just wanted anybody who can go do this for her.
This is
Yes.
bad. We
Let's
gotta
go.
go.
She really
we
wants
should-
that necrotic energy.
We
should
have
go.
to go now.
We're going to the door.
We're going to- we're walking
door.
or-
Right, we're going.
We're
I,
rushing.
I'm
scurry
gonna
over.
say all of this combat has broken your stealth, so give me another stealth check.
This is still plus 10.
He would still be up. Haven't dropped concentration.
So a natural one.
Uh-oh.
Natural
In
one.
fairness, I haven't done any. I wasn't
For
part of
22.
it, so my invisibility is still going.
That's yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Thank God, because I rolled a 2.
Well, don't
Yeah.
worry, because I got 32.
I rolled
Nice.
Am I part of the pass without a trace now? Or
I believe that if you enter the zone, it applies to you if you want. Does it?
It's a weird
Or do you
one,
have
yeah.
to be there when you cast
Give
it?
me a second.
well, it honestly, it's not a big deal because it's a 24.
Nice.
But
A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, making you and your companions from masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a +10 bonus to
For the duration, each creature you choose. Got it. Okay.
It doesn't specify. It doesn't say it has to be.
What did you roll, Raven?
14. That's with the +10.
14. Okay. Bender?
19 for Bender, and then a 22 for Slice.
Okay. The natural one didn't help, but more successes than failures.
What's
Barely.
the total on your natural? Like 11?
With the +10, I got a 22. on the natural one. Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, if I get the +10, I get a 34, which is okay.
Good lord.
Oh my god.
But it is the natural one. So.
Rogues are so
Yeah, shout out to Pass Without a Trace.
Mhm.
Bounded accuracy, lol.
Most balanced spell.
Yep.
You all sneak back towards the Dervholm. The shadows kind of enrapturing you under the shade of the great tree as you approach the door once again. What you doing?
Leave. Those jaunty bastards.
Break it or open the door. I'm going in.
Wait.
I know, wait.
They're still-
Let's listen again. Wait. And I listen at the door again.
Make a perception check.
Yes. 7. Fuck.
Ooh.
7. Okay. You don't hear anything further.
Right,
If Andre the gatekeeper in there, don't kill him. Just
Of course
tell
not.
him. Suggest. Yes.
Just listen.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. And then I will slowly open the door.
All right. You see Andre and Krimmel standing at the front of the stairs. Andre with a massive greatsword at his back, and Krimmel with their spear kind of held out at the door.
Hi.
Have they noticed us? Wait, have they noticed us?
They haven't. Well, okay. Opening a door. Give me a sleight of hand check to see how slyly you can open this door.
And just all just sneak in.
With a +6.
Ooh.
That is a natural one.
Yeah.
So,
Retro.
you kind of. Okay, ready?
Not quiet.
What? Who's there?
It is I.
You lot.
I'm like looking to
You
see
were
like.
banished.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Explanation
True.
time. Okay. There is something very, 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 very wrong with Pelaine, and Elia is I believe massive.
She's got a demon inside her. You got to move out the fucking way now.
He takes his sword and takes it to the ground and with a on the floor, and turns to Krimmel and says, "These are the ones, Krimmel."
I cast suggestion again.
Okay.
I suggest you put down your arms and listen to us.
That is a wisdom saving throw.
Are you suggesting both of them or the one?
Can you upcast it to target too? That might be a thing.
You could upcast suggestion, I'm pretty sure.
I don't. It doesn't say anything about upcast. I don't think.
Okay.
Generally-
You can only target one. So who you're targeting?
He was the one who said. Oh, Andre.
Okay.
Cast suggestion, that's why.
He's probably gonna fail this, but all the same, I gotta look.
Yeah, you can't upcast suggestion because mass suggestion exists.
He can re-roll a failed saving throw.
Oh.
Classic.
That brings it to a 12.
Yes. He fails. And tell your friend to do the same.
Right then.
Pelaine has been possessed by a
Kind
fucking
of throws his sword to the
demon
ground.
and is in grave, grave danger. Move or help us.
He moves out of the way, but
Okay, let's go.
I'll walk up. Well, the gatekeeper. So there, yeah. I'm gonna walk up to the gatekeeper's like.
Yeah, Krimmel is like, oh, what
not
did you
gonna-
do?
No,
He's
you'll be
seen
fine.
sense.
We're not.
Stay
Listen,
here.
this is for the best. Ask the higher specs. You can go tell the higher specs that we're here and what we're doing. She'll explain.
Make a persuasion check.
20 total.
20 total.
Oh, yes.
All right then. If what you say is true,
And it is.
Scouts
Fucking
on it.
help us.
Yeah.
Fucking help us.
I'll try and round up some people to help.
Yes, bad things are happening.
All right. You stay here, Andre.
You just kind of like,
Right. Go ahead.
That will last 8
Poor-
hours.
Poor Andre.
you
Should be good.
are concentrating on that.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Because that
Stairs, I
may be
guess.
important.
Poor
You-
Andre. Being suggested constantly.
Oh,
Yep.
he's
You dart up the stairs. Are you going to the second floor or straight to the third?
third.
No, second floor. We should check on Elia, see if she's there.
Okay,
Okay, yeah,
you-
yeah.
Okay.
Poke our heads in.
Yeah.
You poke your head in. The second floor seems empty. Or at least the immediate living area and kitchen. There are doors, like a hallway off to the side.
There's still a Yanti in here somewhere.
Oh, they'll probably be in the third floor
Lantern?
talking to Polly. Let's
Well,
go.
yeah, but I'm just telling you.
We'll go
Okay.
to the third floor.
All right.
Got my
You-
dagger out.
You dart upstairs to the third floor.
And break down the door.
Listen to the
Kick
door
it
first.
open. Kick it open.
As the door slams open,
Yep.
to the third floor of the Dervholm, you see one lone figure.
Oh.
Pauline has her back turned, and she says, I saw you coming. I am a gardener, first and foremost. And it is with great sadness. And she turns and looks right into your eyes, Raven. When I must pull a weed.
Oh,
And
damn, what a line.
Why are we
She
letting her
has-
monologue? I would like to just shoot her with my bow.
All right, Agmaroth.
she casts-
Why are we letting her monologue?
What is she casting?
and you don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God.
You watch as her form begins to change.
Oh,
Third
shit.
level scorching ray.
I'm
We can
we're
get
going
to
for it.
that.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
As
I'm so scared.
her form begins to grow and swell, her skin begins to take a different hue, a slightly like reddish hue almost,
Shit.
as she continues to like swell and then gets on all fours as her arms grow longer and come to these two claws, and her body becomes massive with these two large legs at the back and a long tail, and these two wings shoot out from her back. Her neck grows longer and her face morphs into a draconic form as she casts shape change.
Oh fuck!
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Oh boy!
Change. It's not a high level spell. It's fine, guys.
It's bad, guys. Hey guys, it's bad.
Mm. Oh, good.
Color red
For those of you in
dragon.
the audience not familiar,
What
that's
color?
a 9th level spell.
Red dragon. You said was that?
We're 7th level, right? So...
You marched right up to the Archdruid.
No, is it 9th level as in like you get to cast that at 17th level?
Well, there's
Yeah.
only one of her. And
Yeah.
I've only got one third level spell
Fine.
slot. I'm sure it's fine.
We're gonna kill her. Or we're gonna
Okay,
start a new campaign.
she can't
Wait,
cast
did you say you could give
spells
spell
while she's a
slots?
dragon.
Raven.
No, I was just like, no, that would have been
Oh.
sort of if the exorcism happened. I like would have just tried to channel my energy in the form of spell slots.
Oh.
Into like,
Guys,
a ritual.
once she's done being a dragon, she's still an archdruid with full HP. Oh, maybe.
Interesting.
We'll
What
see
happens if I
happens.
polymorph a shape change?
That'll be interesting to find out.
Like, what does she revert
it.
back to her other form?
We will simply find out what's going to happen next.
I believe you said a red dragon, right?
It as her form stands before you now, you can see it is a slight metallic hue. It is a copperish color.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do.
Wait, she's friendly then, right?
Yeah.
Right? That's a
Yep.
friendly dragon.
The demon inside the Archdruid is definitely very friendly now. Yep.
Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna use my shape change to turn into someone that looks a bit different, and then it's over.
Oh boy! Hey, at least I have
No, I've got an idea.
I have most of my spell slots
We're
still.
fine. We're fine.
Interesting.
Oh boy!
I'm in danger.
So, we'll pick this up next week. For that.
Hey guys, it's gonna really be Dungeons and Dragons next week.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like an anti-dungeon because it's up, not down.
Had a few of those. Regardless, we will catch you next week. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna die.
I mean, you don't want to miss the last episode, right?
Yeah, come in for the final episode of Roll Check.
Oh man.
Then the week after, we'll roll new characters. It's fine. I have ideas.
Yeah, I have some great characters.
Hey,
They're very stupid.
you know what?
I
I do
can't
actually
die,
have
so
a.
it's
I actually
fine.
have a cleric idea. So
It's true. Vesper is immortal.
I literally cannot die. I'm fine. I'm the best.
Well, see you everyone.
Goodbye.
bye.